Okay.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Lynette, and I've been blinging for about a year. This was my craft of the year last year is to start blinging, and I'm a pretty crafty girl, so I picked up on it pretty well. And one of my favorite things to bling is actually pins and tumblers. Um, I find it relaxing. So I thought that I would share the technique of honeycombing by doing a pin because some people need some instant gratification and to be able to see what they're making and not have the patience to have to finish a whole tumbler, which may take some days. Um, we're going to do an ink pen, and it is something that you should be able to finish tonight. But even if you don't, you'd be able to finish it in a day at the most, your first time. And then as you keep blinging, then it gets faster and faster. And I can do a pen within an hour to an hour and a half, depending on the pattern. So it's a nice, quick, simple project to do the Crayola pens. Great teacher gift, great gift for anyone who has a favorite color. So we're going to go ahead and get started, and we're all going to start from scratch. So you'll know everything that you need to do. I have because blinging pens is something that I do, then I have extra little tools and helps, and I will let you know about those if you think that this is something that you might want to do on the regular. Makes it a lot easier on the hands. And so let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our pen apart. So you're just going to unscrew the bottom part of your ink pen.
Is that the piece where the ink with the pen piece comes out?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's all going to come apart. So you'll have, the little plunger thingy, plastic part, your pen, and the spring, and just put those to the side. So what you have left is your chamber. Okay. So then this is why I said if you have pliers, like I said, I'm multi-crafty. So for making jewelry, I have little jewelry pliers, but you can use your hand and you can break off this, the clip that your pen would clip onto something. So we're going to break that off and break it off as close as you can to the actual pen itself.
Uh-oh.
And if it doesn't break all the way down at the bottom, that's okay because we're going to file it down.
Can you stop just 1 second?
Yep.
Lynette, I've got somebody, Ada, says she can't find the Zoom link. So give me 1 second.
Okay.
People will ask you questions when you don't, I don't know where my phone is.
Can I make sure I got the right pens? Is this right?
The Ink Joy, Paper Mate Ink Joy gel.
It says Paper Mate Ink Joy gel.
Yes.
And then it says yeah, I don't see anything else.
Yeah, those are the pens.
And I think it has an 8 on it, maybe?
It should be 0.7s. Usually they're 0.7s.
Yes, okay.
Oh, here it is on the floor.
Hi, Lynette. Can you scoot your camera back so we can see what you're doing, please?
This is my first time trying to do this, so I'm
I understand.
The other thing is too is Lynette, you have a filter on, and so when you have a filter on, it's gonna keep from all the other things being shown in the background. So in order for, you might have to turn your filter off for people to.
Okay, I have two, yeah, and I have two cameras going, so let's see if I can
What is
figure
up?
her.
Yeah,
Hey, Ada.
we can see Tanya's table, but not yours.
Okay,
Yeah, the Zoom, when I posted the event, it was the Zoom link was there. You clicked on the link, you registered, and then you got the information then you got the login information.
nope, that's my head. I'm gonna grab another holder. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna do this so you see me. I'll hold my hands up. Okay.
See you, but what I see behind you is like a blue sky with the yellow sunflower.
There should be two of me.
No, I only see one of you.
Uh-oh.
As I said, I see you, and then I see behind you a blue screen, you know,
Blue
blue
sky and
cloud
sunflowers.
I
Oh,
see two of you.
sunflower.
okay. I
I
was gonna
see one
say
of you.
there should be two of me. There should be one with the filter and one without.
I
Right.
don't know where to find the other one. I only see you.
Okay.
Click your arrow to the right.
Click my arrow to. I see my arrow to the left.
That blue arrow.
I don't see a blue arrow.
Where the people at?
Oh, there we go. All right, now I see Tanya. I see you there. Now it's got a different one, and I see you on the side. Okay.
Okay.
Then okay. Thank you.
Okay. So you see two of me.
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna try. I keep trying to get it down at the table. It might be a little low, but
That's good.
okay. So we have our pen. We've taken the clip off. And so now what we're going to do is get our file or sandpaper. And what we want to focus on is the plastic part in the middle, the shiny plastic part. We need to rough that up so that our adhesive will take. And so we're just going to file away. And I tend to file at least until it looks kind of, dusty.
And do we want to also concentrate on the piece that we took, where we took the clip off?
Right, where you took the clip off, then you want to try and file that down so it's even with the rest of it, so your stones will lay flat.
And the clip you took off, is that plastic too?
Yes.
Okay.
And there's a little nub, so you just file a little bit and you can get that little nub off.
And what kind of file are you using?
This is just a nail file. This is the kind that the folks at the beauty shop use. So it says 100 over 180.
Okay,
But
thank you.
I have a little Hello Kitty nail file that I got at, Dollar Tree or
Okay.
below or somewhere. So I just use a regular nail file. Now for bigger things, I will use, I
Okay,
have
so
sandpaper
you're
block.
coming on?
I'm gonna try. If you don't see it in the next 10 minutes, I'll just figure it out.
All right, honey.
All right.
All right.
And then one thing I also do is I file on the other side where the little hearts are for the ink joy pen. I file that down just a little bit too. Because sometimes they get a little stubborn.
So you say it's not as critical to get the plastic part of the pen as it is that shiny plastic.
The shiny, right. The other part of the pen, I do lightly sand it just to make sure that my adhesive is going to take. Because, you know, adhesives don't tend to stick very well to smooth surfaces. So I do a light sand over the rest of it too, but that shiny part in the middle is the part that I concentrate on the most.
Oh, this nail file, it's not the best, but it's make it work.
Yeah. Mine probably needs to be retired, but I like it. I might have to go on the Shein and get me some more. Shein and Temu have like a whole big pack of them really, really cheap. So, and so after you file, then that's when you get your alcohol so that you can clean off the dust.
Now, what were you saying, Lynette, about the little parts?
I file over there just to kind of flatten that out some too.
Okay. So that looks, oh, it actually takes little hearts away when you file it. Okay.
And you will find out as you're blinging that the ink joy pen is just a little bit tapered up at the top. So it's a little bit wider at the top than it is at the bottom. But it's not much of a difference, but you'll notice it once you get up there. And then we're gonna let the alcohol dry. So while we're letting the alcohol dry, we can get our stones together.
I didn't do a good job sanding down this.
And once you get the shiny part away, then you sand it. You know, you're not sanding it all the way down, but you sand it enough once you get the get that shiny part off.
Now, do you bling your pen what color the pen ink is? Like if it's an orange, the orange on the outside, you bling it orange?
So the pens that I'm blinging now are black pens.
Okay.
I do, I can't have the ones that, you know, it looks pretty to have the ones that actually match the pen. There are people who paint them. I don't have that much patience.
Okay, but you're gonna bling the black, it's black ink, but you're gonna bling it orange.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, got it.
It'll be like this yellow pen, and you see the tip of it is black.
Okay.
If you like me, you go to Walmart, they had a whole 20 pack of pens and all these different pretty colors.
Yep. I do have those too. I just haven't worked on blinging them yet.
So
how much you pay for your thing from Walmart?
I think the pack was $20.97.
Yep,
So,
that's it. Okay, so that's what I did too.
like
All right.
$1 and some change a pen, you know?
I got mine from Target.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
So when you like sell them, what are you sell? How much are you selling those for?
20.
Okay. That's a nice little come up.
Mm-hmm.
I posted it in the group when Lynette said she would be so kind to do this for us. I went out and I looked and I on Etsy and I saw where pens were ranging from like $13.99 all the way up to $35.
Yeah. I've done one. I've never followed a pattern. My thing with them is, you said the honeycomb.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just, how you get the other one in between, because once you master that, you can do tumblers too. And I made one, and the first time it came out my purse, it disappeared. I got to make another one. So I'm watching. I'm watching.
They tend to disappear.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They better not come out though, because I know it.
See, that's
Want a
why
bony?
that's why I pull out the ones that I know that I'm the only one that's gonna have. So if I see it, I'm like, yeah, that'll be my pen. So okay, so I told you I have different cheats. One of the cheats I have is this little nifty blinging tool, and it actually has little nooks in it to put my stones in. And so the most important thing a honeycomb you find out is your foundation row. Your first row will make or break your honeycomb. So if it's not straight, the rest of it is going to be all lopsided. So this tool from Beautiful Assortments is made for the Ink Joy, and the way that she made it is really cool because it actually screws. She has the little pen tip is actually built into this, so you're putting it on like you would, the end of the ink pen, and it has the count of 12 across, and so each of my stones are going to fit right into it. And then I'm pretty good. I don't usually need the other part of it, but there's another part that fits onto it. And this is where I told you that the top of your tool is tapered. So it's a little bit difficult to get it down. But what it does is it helps to push your stones down and keep your honeycomb straight. And it's not cooperating with me. So.
And where did you get that tool from?
It's on Etsy, and the name of the shop is Beautiful Assortments. And Erin is wonderful. She also has a guide for tumblers. So depending on your tumbler pattern, you have to know what size stone, whether it's SS16 or SS20, and how many across, 49, 63, whatever it is, your pattern is across. Then you buy the tool for that. And she has a topper that's pretty universal. And so it'll fit on the hog tumblers, the Tipsy Magnolias. I use some off-brand and Maker Flow, and they fit on the top of there. And so when you put your first row on and you bump your stones up, it fits in there perfectly. You have your perfect first row to do your honeycomb. Okay. And then she has the tool that will also push up from the bottom. And so it helps you to keep your rows straight. I will swear by that too.
But is there a way that you can post that tool somewhere?
Can you post it in
are the links
I
or
sure
something?
Will. Yeah, I sure will.
Yeah, Lynette, if you'll go ahead and post that in the group, the link to her page, that would be awesome.
She's really wonderful. I like that tool probably better than any of the other tools to keep your stones aligned, because it has that little dip for each stone to be able to keep it aligned.
So you do tumblers at your stones are 20? Is that what you're doing?
I do tumblers with SS16s and SS20s.
Wow, okay.
So what we're going to do is just put a line of glue all the way around at the bottom of the pen, like by where your ink pen would come out. We're just going to put a line of glue all the way around.
Now which bottom are we referring? Are we talking the bottom part of the pen where the clip, where the point, where you
the point, yeah, where you write.
Okay.
What type of glue are you using? Can you not use the kind that you can put under the light to dry
I
or no?
use, no, I use liquid. My three preferences are liquid fusion, Aleene's rhinestone,
Can I use Gem-
adhesive, and Gem Tack.
So
Okay.
I'm using Gem Tack.
Okay.
So those are definitely my three preferences for pens, because some people love E6000. I found E6000 was hard to work with, and I was doing shoes. So I can't imagine for something this small trying to use E6000, because it's a little fickle.
What do you use for your shoes?
The last pair of shoes I did Crocs. The last pair of Crocs I used Crystal's craft glue. Um,
Okay.
it was okay. It did better than the E6000, but I have some Gemify that my next pair of Crocs I'm going to do it with Gemify.
Gem-O-Fi?
Gemify. GEMIFY. Yep.
Yeah, Gemify. There's a gentleman, there's a guy on YouTube. That does the sneakers, right? Is it that his own? His brand of.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He's on TikTok and all kinds of stuff. Now, is there any like tips or suggestion for not like making your glue come out too thick or too much? Or does it matter?
You really don't need very much glue. You kind of get used to it and get a little gentle with your glue as you work. But my number one thing that I do is I have a nice precision precision tipped.
Yeah, that makes it, yeah.
Yeah, especially for when you're doing pens and you have SS10s are kind of small stones. You'll see me put my magnifying glasses on before it's all done. So
you just start at the base of this pen without the stones going too far into the back
so
of the pen.
Yeah, so what you're going to do is you're going to try as best you can to line them up at the bottom, but once you get all 12 of your stones in and you have them kind of evenly spaced around, then you can start putting them, scooching them so that they're straight. So what I do is I'll put it down on my table, and then I just gently tap them down to make sure that they're all even with the table.
So when I wasn't able, for some reason, my printer is acting up. I wasn't able to actually print the directions, but when you say, your abbreviations, what are they stand? I know one is black. What is the other?
The other is main color.
Oh, your main color. Okay.
Yeah.
So these are two-tone.
Yes.
Okay.
That's all you have for this is two colors. That's why I thought this would be a good starter. Because you only had two colors, and so that was a good way to do it. So you just put your foundation on, and then we'll just wait a few minutes. So any questions?
Could you stick your pen up a little closer to the camera so I can see what you did? I'm blind. Okay, so you just went around in a circle.
Yep.
Because we were talking about honeycomb, that's where I got lost.
Okay.
That starts the second row, right? The honeycomb one starts with the second row.
Right.
Yeah, that's why it's so important for your first roll, because I tried doing it and girl, I had snaking going on. I was like, oh no.
I don't even know what honeycomb means, so.
You'll find out. It'll start to look like it when you start doing it, then you'll realize, oh, this is what they mean by honeycomb. And it's probably easier to see with a tumbler. Hold on a second, I'll grab one of my tumblers.
This make you want to throw your glasses in the trash can.
I'm sorry, I missed it. Did Lynette say how many stones that you were supposed to use on the first row?
So the first row
think
is
it's
12 stones, Livonia.
Yeah, 12
12.
around. Yeah.
Yes. So actually rows 1 and 2, if you don't have your printed instructions, I'm happy to help you guys. So the printed instructions say rows 1 and 2 are gonna be 12 of your main colored stone.
That won't do.
Oh, okay.
What do you mean? Now is the perfect time for me to get as far away as possible. And we need you here. At least through Friday. Bill and Haley's wedding is Friday.
Come over here, Mama. Come here.
So
Come here. Ah, girl.
this is this is my this is the tool
Greens will be attending the wedding.
from Beautiful Assortments, and
You, Danny.
it just moves up into the little nooks and crevices. So I love it.
I have that and I don't know. I didn't know how to do it.
It's called the bedazzle.
The piece,
Bedazzle
the
guide and
top
the
part,
bedazzle button.
yeah. And then you have like a strap, right?
Now this one doesn't. The other ones are straight. This one actually has the little nooks. So
Okay.
each stone fits into it. So that's why you would need multiples of these, because this is not universal for whatever kind of pattern you have. It actually has, this is for a 20-ounce SS16 60 across tumbler.
Oh.
So you have to look at your pattern so that you know which guide you'll need.
Oh, wow.
And they fit right into each other. And like I said, and with this, you can actually use this. And you know how usually when you put your foundation row on, like we're waiting a few minutes for the glue to set. You don't have to wait, because it holds your top row in place. And so you can just keep blinging and then take it off after a while. So that's what I
I'm
love.
sorry. What did
this
you
with.
say the name of that was again? I'm sorry.
It is called a Bedazzle Buddy. And I'm going to put the name of the name of the company. I'm going to give you all that, that information. So, and then if you look, you can see this is the honeycomb, where it's not a straight line, because you have some patterns that have a straight cushion line. So the stones are in a straight line all the way down the tumbler. The honeycomb, what actually happens is each stone fits into the little space that's left from that original circle from the line before. And so it starts to look like a honeycomb, and it makes your pattern.
So how do you get your pattern that you have on there? I heard what you said about the honeycomb, but how do you know which colors to use, in your pattern there?
So I have patterns that I buy from different people. I don't know how many bling groups I'm in now. But like what I did for you all for the Crayola pattern is I took this pattern and I just wrote it out. So you get a chart like this and you read this chart. I don't know if anybody used to cross stitch.
I was just going to say, it sounds like cross stitch.
Yes. It's just like following a cross stitch pattern.
Okay.
So you just, whatever colors they give you the color. Yes.
You just count over.
There are There are some people who will give you the pattern that is actually either already sublimated on a tumbler or give you the PNG. So if you sub, which I do sub, you can sublimate it onto the tumbler and you can use that as a guide. The only thing about the sub patterns is with rhinestones, you know, each rhinestone has
Can be a different size.
a little
Yeah.
variance. And
Yeah.
so sooner or later it'll catch up with you.
Mm.
So you want to still follow your pattern that you have on paper, but that that design that's on your tumbler will actually be, it helps a lot when you have different colors you're working with, because that will be your color underneath. So you don't have to go painting your tumbler.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I'm not, me and paint, that's not my ministry. Paint is not my ministry. So I try to do everything I can to keep from painting. So a lot of mine, like you see, I'm just blinging on a silver, you know, on a silver tumbler.
Right.
If the main background is white, I do have around 50 or so white tumblers that I can either use white or sub on. If I know that the tumbler is gonna be like, I'm doing an AK tumbler for somebody, I know it's gonna be mainly pink. I bought a pink powder coated tumbler. So
okay.
I do all the cheats that I can to keep from having to paint. There are people who paint their ink pens. The little clear ladies, little old clear ladies that, you know, that do this and they are fantastic. They paint their ink pens and I'm like, ma'am, I just don't see.
You know what?
I just don't see me painting the ink pen.
That's funny you say that because I did one. I was doing one and I said to keep from seeing the mistakes underneath, you know, because I spray painted it with some glittery. And that way it's like if it ain't quite lined up, it don't look that obvious. Yeah.
That's the thing, is that when you paint, when they're underneath, when it's the same color as what you're blinging, then it does allow for a lot of grace.
Yeah.
So you can get away with some things that way. With the Crayola, you have the middle of the pen, which is black. And I'm gonna tell you now, one of the most difficult things to do is bling black on black. So that's why I'm gonna put these here magnifying glasses on and look like a little old lady for a minute. My other cheat, and this is where I said you can have a pencil and you can use a pencil to put your pen on, so that you can hold your pen as you bling. But I have a little wand and I put my pen on the wand.
Is that something you bought or just something you just had?
This is something I bought on Etsy.
Okay.
I would have to dig to find out where I got them, because I think I bought maybe 2 or 3 at the same time. I was like, oh, I want different colors. And they also come in different sizes. So I make pens mainly with InkJoy pens and Maker Flow pens. The Maker Flow pens they write very well. You can buy refills that are red, black, or blue. And the thing about the Maker Flow pens is that they have a outside chamber that comes off, and it's just like a little tube, and you can either sublimate it or you can just, you know, bling onto it.
George, go get your cheesy stick, George.
So,
George, go get the cheesy stick.
so,
Oh,
I love blinging Maker Flow pens. It makes it a whole lot easier. And I buy extra chambers. And so I have my one ink pen, and depending on how I feel, I change out the chambers. So I might feel like my Zeta pen one day. I might feel like my Eastern Star pen another day. I might feel like my Detroit Lions football pen another day. And all I have to do is just switch out that little outside chamber.
Where do you purchase those from? The Maker?
Makerflow.com.
Oh, okay.
And Makerflow is a company that everything they do is for crafters.
Oh, okay.
So their tumblers, they have some tumblers that come pre-sanded.
Oh, wow.
Yes, this was a pre-sanded tumbler. So I didn't have to sand it. All I had to do was start. So I love it. They have the sublimation. They have different sublimation materials. They have tumblers. They have all kinds of crafty things. So if you're in the UV resin, they have that. So Makerflow is a probably a crafter's dream for blanks.
So with your tumblers,
Mm-hmm.
I've seen people do crazy things with the tumblers, and I know it's time consuming.
Mm-hmm.
Correct? So what kind of prices? Because now we have people here in Vegas selling sublimation tumblers for $15, $16 when those used to be the things, but the bling ones, they have to be more expensive.
The bling ones, then depending on your market, then I have seen bling tumblers anywhere from 65 to, and I'll say for a 20-ounce tumbler, right, 65 to 125, 135 for a 20-ounce tumbler.
Yes.
Holy
I have
moly.
seen Stanley's go over 300.
I know. This girl was doing them for $180. And I look at it and I would give her $180 because it's detailed. I've seen them take and put a picture. Like she put her daughter's picture on it and then blink it. It was, oh my God.
So yes, so I have not done like an actual photo. But I have done tumblers that were sublimated, and then I did the clear transparent stones over the sublimation.
oh, okay.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Wow.
Oh, you have to share a picture.
Let me jump in here for a quick second, because when you said that there's people selling 20-ounce rhinestone tumblers for 65.
Yep.
Girl, I would never. This right here is a 20-ounce. 150 is my minimum.
Girl, I ain't mad at you.
And you personalized the back of that star.
I had this made. I'm a star.
Oh, okay.
I'm a star.
I am too. I'm a matron.
Okay, how you doing, sister?
All right, all right.
I had this made because I wanted a cup, and one of the young ladies that I taught rhinestones to, I found out she was doing tumblers. Never in my world, I didn't think about it because she, she was just my quiet student, took in everything I said, but she was just quiet. And then one day I seen her post a Tweety Bird tumbler, and I was like, you doing those? And
Tweety Bird.
Tweety Bird.
I love Tweety Bird.
And I asked her, I said, okay, well, I need a cup. I said, I need this cup to be durable. I'm going to use it every day. I don't need it to be chipping and cracking and peeling. So she was using resin stones, but I asked her to use glass. And I think her price was favoritism to me. but I immediately told her, but now on, if you're doing this and you 150. And these are, oh, these are 12.
Okay.
And then when you get down into the initials and the star points, they drop down in size.
Okay.
Because you need to capture the detail. So that's why when you said 65 for a,
well, see, now mine that I do at that lower price point because number one, I'm in Oklahoma and they ain't paying that much.
Okay.
You know, you got to know your market.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
My OES tumbler that I made for myself, because I'm a matron now, but I was a past matron. So I have a past matron tumbler, and I did myself a 30 ounce, which I'm not going to charge anything less than 100 for a 30 ounce, but I use 16s. Okay.
So I guess the pricing, and I'm gonna get off because I want you to finish teaching class. So the pricing is really determined by your stone size.
Yes, because when you look at the smaller stones, you have more detail.
Yep.
You have more detail and you use more stones.
Right. Okay. That makes sense.
And like I said, the pens, like the ink pens, the ink joy, I'll do for 20. When I do my sorority pens or OES pens, those are 25. Because you have more detail, you have more stones. So, and that's about the going rate for a pen. And like I said, as you do them, it gets faster. And so you'll be able, after a couple of pens, you'll be able to do a pen in at least an hour and a half, maybe less. Just after doing it, a couple of times. And so, once you can sit and watch TV and, and bling your pens, and it's a good, quick craft to do. And I can do a pen much faster than I can do a bling t-shirt, because me and the rhinestones and committing to putting that transfer tape down.
Come on now.
Come on now.
Come on now.
Just did Black History. Come on now. You got it.
Come on now. I had never ever had a rhinestone jump up. People say that, and I've never ever seen it. And the other day, I'll be damned. I didn't have a thing, and when it came, and they pulled the static, drew them right up.
Yep. I still have a whole hot mess of a transfer sheet. From my first time.
Is new. If it's a brand new piece of transfer paper, they want to jump right up on there.
Yeah, that's right.
So
I had my little static clean sheet ready. I was like, okay, now if I need to rub these stones down, I'm gonna rub the stones down. I'm gonna, I had my game plan ready for the Black History shirt. I was determined that I was not going to have the same thing happen that happened to my, I think I was doing the Sunshine shirt this summer. The summer shirt.
I screwed up some.
So each stone, and like I said, black on black is probably the hardest. And there are people who do whole tumblers of black on black.
Ooh.
Trust me.
I'm over here struck.
They charge extra for that. It is doing black on black is something that's definitely a trial of your patience.
I don't like black on black with the rhinestones on the black t-shirts either. I'll be like, when it has some outline and you gotta I can't see that good either. Okay, Tanya, I see you over there.
I'm on my row 5. I'm getting ready to do row 5.
Go on, girl.
Oh my goodness, I feel so good to get this out.
I'm just being a little heavy-handed with this glue.
Do you have
Now,
the little container, the little precision? Because you could take the glue from there and put it in a precision
yep,
glue
that's,
bottle and make it a whole lot easier.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this has a little precision tip on it, but it just
No,
comes.
that's not precise.
Mm-mm.
You need the little
I
bitty
mean,
precision
yeah,
too.
I do.
It'll
Well,
make life a lot easier. And what I do is I just dot. So what I do is I dot my glue in between where I'm going to put each stone. So in between that, where the row before is, I just dot my glue and I'll have 12 little dots all the way around.
And just fill it in. It
And I
doesn't
just
dry
put my
fast.
stuff over the dot. Yes.
It doesn't dry fast.
No,
Okay.
it doesn't dry too fast. It gives me, I have time to. Ink pens are easy. You can go ahead and put the whole row on the ink pen. On the tumbler, then I don't do any more than about 30. And that's because I've gotten fast enough to put 30 of them on there usually before the glue dries.
You did that.
It used to be about 10. So as you get faster, then you can work your way up.
Is this basically what you do is tumblers and pens? Is that mostly what your
I
specialty
do tumblers
is?
and pens. I get bling boxes, and so I get all kinds of little treats of things that I never thought about.
Mm-hmm.
I never thought about blinging in the bling boxes, and so that helps to kind of expand what I can do. So I did like Valentine's Day, I had a little Be Mine Valentine sign that it came from Hobby Lobby, and I did and it had like an ombre type pattern to it, and so I blinged the whole thing out in the ombre pattern. Also did like some rhinestone accents on a picture frame. So,
Girl, I have some bling boxes up in my closet. I got a tumbler and it came with a paper, like you said, with the directions, and it's directed right up in that closet.
so here I have, like I bought at the at-home store, I bought the snowflake, and then I went on bling where it's silver. Then I went on and I blinged that silver part. So that's one of the things that I did on my own. So I'm like, oh, I'll look at different little signs in the store and be like, do I want to, add a little razzle dazzle to that?
So that's more or less what you call freestyling with that type of pattern, right? Mm-hmm. So you need to have all different sizes of stones to make it all work to fit together. Or
now that particular one, I used all, what size are those? Those are 20s. I used all 20s on that one. Okay. But I do scatter method. I love scatter method because I'm just kind of puzzle piecing things in, and I can, go with the flow and freestyle however I want to. And there are patterns that combine the honeycomb and the scatter.
Okay.
One of the easiest things to do for a tumbler is you start out with your honeycomb, but you leave a space, and I would say a space of about, how many stones is that? 2, 4, 6. About 12 or 4, at least 12 to 14. And if you just like scoot over one stone, going all the way around, and you can do a swirl, And so you'll have this gap left, and then you scatter in the gap. And it turns out to be absolutely gorgeous. So that's one way. And doing scatter is one way for you to get rid of, you know how you have a lot of little combination type things that got little stones here and there from different projects. Well, doing a scatter like that is one way that you can get rid of those extra stones and do something creative. Oh. How you coming over there, Tanya? She over there fighting with the glue. Oh no, she found her bottle. Oh,
that's a
business now.
Oh, you know, a crafter got all kinds of stuff, right? It's just a matter of finding where you put it. So yeah, I had some smaller bottles with the precision tips and such. I said, okay, y'all say I'm fighting. Let me go. Just trying to now get this glue inside.
How to get the glue in the bottle. That's the hard part.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just squeeze some in. I just squeeze some in my bottle. And then I have different bottles for the different adhesives. You know that craft life. So you have 50 different adhesives and they all have a different purpose. So I have Gem Tech, I have Liquid Fusion, I have Sure or Super Tight Fusion, something or another that I got in the bling box. I have Aleene's Rhinestone Adhesive and Gemify. Those are just my rhinestone adhesives that I have on hand. And that isn't including like the E6000.
B7000.
Yeah, I don't do B7000 unless although I heard that that's what Crystal's crack glaze is. It's
my stones come off with B7000.
That it's a lot thinner than the E6000.
Okay.
So in that regard, you know, working with, I mean, my first time trying to bling a pair of shoes, that's when I picked up with some B7000, and I had some E6000 here at the house. I liked the B7000 because it was the viscosity of it wasn't as thick, so it made it a little bit easier to work with, and it also didn't smell as bad.
Okay, because I was gonna say that was the thing, is that you could get high sitting there and working with that E6000 for a while.
So can you tell me why because I use B7000, some of the stones come off?
Oh.
Yeah.
And I didn't think that they, you know, people said that they don't have a problem with it coming off, but it may be what were you putting it on?
On a pen. Actually, my daughter blinked out a pen. All her stones are popping off.
So was it like this kind of pen, an Inkjoy pen? Did you sand it first?
Yes. You know what? Probably because we sanded, we didn't do alcohol. Maybe that's what it was.
You have to do the alcohol so that you get all of the, you know, all of the extra gunk off of it. But it's sometimes different things that you bling, different blanks have a different kind of way that the adhesives work. So that's why I have so many. Because for some things, then my Liquid Fusion works better than say my B7000 will. So you have to, it's a little bit of trial and error. So for the pens.
Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead, Lynette.
I was gonna say, for the pens, the Liquid Fusion and Aleene's have definitely been my favorites.
I was gonna say, you know, like you said, being in all the different groups and, you know, seeing all the different comments and posts and such, I wonder too if her issue also had to deal with the quality of the rhinestone and the foil, the backing on the back. Because I hear a lot of times some people say that certain glues might eat through, like it eats through?
So if you're using resin, that's one thing that you especially have to be careful about when you're using resin stones, is that your adhesive does not eat through it. I do have a lot of resin stones, and I have not done all of the things that I said I was going to do with the resin stones, because I said, for some patterns, I'm like, well, it's a cute pattern. I said, but everybody may not be able to pay for the glass, or like for my sports tumblers. If I did a, say, Michigan State tumbler, if I did it with the glass bling, then I know the women will love it, but the men don't want all that razzle dazzle. But to me, there's something about the feel of rhinestones and the feel of that stone, on my hands, that, if you have a texture thing, that it's a nice feel. So if I did it in resin, it doesn't have that glimmer and that shine like that. And so you be able to market it towards the men, because it doesn't have that bling bling factor. So that's why I have some resin, but I wouldn't use, those really hard adhesives like B6000, B7000, E6000 with resin stones for the most part. That's probably one mistake I did with my first pairs of Crocs. I did a pair of Converse and I used Gem Tag. So that's the thing about using your some of those adhesives. Another adhesive I have used is Gorilla Glue Clear.
Oh.
I use the Gorilla Glue Clear when I'm using transparent stones. There was someone in one of my groups that recommended that, and I found that it was good with using with transparent stones, because sometimes your adhesive, especially if it's thicker, and you're using transparent stones, you'll get a bubble. You'll get bubbles underneath. And so it won't lay flat. You'll see like where it's a little bit lighter in one spot and darker in another where the stones are. And that's because of the adhesive. So someone recommended the Gorilla Glue Clear, and the viscosity is really, is pretty thin. And so that helps with that. And so I've used that. I have a tumbler that has like a picture, and then it has, the honeycomb pattern too. And so I'm using liquid fusion for the stones with the regular pattern, and then I'm switching to the Gorilla Glue for the picture part, and that's the way that I do that.
Ah, there we go.
I will have to say thank you, Lynette, for again, agreeing to do this.
Oh, no problem.
And I will have to say, this as a beginner, somebody who really has never blinged anything, I did, like I said, my first attempt was to try to do a pair of sneakers, and I feel like that was that didn't go as well as I thought it would. But I mean, and I was actually scared to try again, but this right here, I mean, like I said, I mean, you can tell that it takes a minute, right? You gotta have some patience. But like once you get it going, it's not so bad.
And that's the thing. I try. It's funny because being in all these bling groups, then you see, you see those who I will say are real G's and can do. For example, I've seen the Cinderella Castle blinged out, and then I see somebody who says, I've never blinged anything in my life and I want to bling the Cinderella Castle. And I tell them, I said, you don't want to start out with a project like that. I'm just I'm just trying to be real. Don't start out with such a big project because you'll get frustrated and you'll get discouraged. And so I'm like, start out with something small. And when you start out a little bit smaller, then, you get that more instant gratification and your patience builds up. I think one of the first things that I blinged and actually finished probably was a pen. And then I said, okay, I'm going to try this. Well, I did a tumbler. I take that back. I did a tumbler, but it wasn't the whole tumbler. It was just a word. And so that helped. I was like, okay, it takes some time. But I enjoyed it. And I was like, okay, I can do this. Now I still got a wine bottle over there that I'm not even a third of the way done with. But there are people who do they bling all kinds of things. I think there's a group called Bling All the Things, no restrictions.
Yep, no restrictions. Cinnamons.
And you see all of the things. I mean, they blinging skulls and all kinds of stuff. I have not blinged them yet, but I do have like makeup brushes, jewelry boxes. I get all kinds of stuff in my bling boxes.
So I'm online and I'm looking at these things for the pens and stuff, and then they have them as a set. Are you supposed to buy a set or something?
So the one in Beautiful Assortments is a set. So it has the top and the bottom.
Okay.
There are some others that are just like a little tube that that will go all the way, that'll just scooch down the pen. And I have some of those little tubes too, and they work just fine. To just go straight down the pen and kind of knock your stones.
What is the most common?
Great.
What's the most common size. I see 12 around.
Most
13
patterns,
around.
most of the patterns that that I see and I have for the Inkjoy and the Maker Flow pens are SS10 12 around.
Okay, SS10. So you need to get the set SS10. SS10 12 around Buddy. So one says Buddy and one says, oh, just get the set. Never mind. Gotcha. So one is it says Buddy and one is a guide.
Right.
Top
So
and bottom.
The Buddy is just the top one that goes from the top down, and then, you know, as you work up. And then the guide is the one that starts you off. And the guide is really the most important.
To get your foundation.
To get your
So
foundation.
you don't really need the other part, or you should get them both?
If you're starting out, I would say both of them are great to have because it keeps you straight. You know, if you're new to honeycombing, then it takes a minute to really work your stones in where they're supposed to be. And so that helps you to get your stones in where they're supposed to be.
Okay. And
you all saw that even though I had the tool, I took it off and I got my foundation roll. You know, I got my.
You took it off, yeah. But so, you do this in your sleep, I'm sure.
Yeah. This is what I've been doing, especially the past couple of months. I haven't been working, and so this is my therapy. I am a craft therapy girl, so that's what I do. I make pretty things, and I need to find somewhere to get rid of half of these pretty things that I have, because my son talks about me when I have a new tumbler. He's like, is this one of your tumblers or is this one you plan on selling? And I'm like, oh, it's for me. And he's like, oh, good luck finding somewhere to put it. So,
I have a question for you, Tanya.
Yes, ma'am.
This rhinestone. Okay. Is there a shelf life on rhinestones to where the adhesive starts covered off the back?
That's I don't necessarily know that there's a shelf life per se, but I do know that what I've heard is that, you know, you definitely don't want to keep your rhinestones in a cool, you know, environment. You don't want them to be stored in a place where they're going to get a lot of excessive heat.
Girl, please. I think I got a whole collection because, you know, I'm in Vegas.
Right.
Yeah, I know that.
Well, if your stones are not good for using for hot fix, you can add the adhesive and do just what we're doing.
And use them as flatbacks. That's right.
Yep. Tanya. And since they're 10s mostly anyway, then there you go.
Tanya, I was told that you shouldn't use hot fix rhinestones as flatbacks because they put that little gel on the back of it, and when you put the glue on there, it doesn't stay. The little gel comes off, so then the rhinestone falls off, and that kind of happened to me. So
we were just saying, like, if you get to the point that the adhesive isn't working though,
when it falls off, because it'll actually come off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You'll actually see that little round piece laying, and you turn over your transfer tape and you'll see silver, bright as day, where the adhesive is gone.
And sometimes too, that's just the quality of the
rhinestone.
You know, the rhinestone. The adhesive that they used on the back of it just wasn't good, you know. 'Cause I have, you know, that's one of the things that when I first started, you know, and I didn't know a thing about rhinestones. And the first manufacturer or supplier that I got my stones from, the stones came and I was like, oh, these are so pretty. And I was so happy, whatever, until I started pressing them. Well, what happened was I would, you know, and or taking them out of the container and all of the little glue backings and stuff would be you know, still inside the jar. And I'd go and I'd be like, why these rhinestones keep falling off or whatever? And it was because the adhesive wasn't staying on the back of the stone.
Right.
So again, even though the like I said, the stone was pretty on the surface, didn't do me a damn bit of good because like I said, they wouldn't stay on the shirt.
So when I get to where the black oval part of the crayon is, I tend to just to be able to keep my count, and it makes it a little easier blinging the black on black. I'm trying to make my oval to start where with the plastic part of it, with the hard plastic part of it. So that way it kind of goes with that, you know, that oval part of the Inkjoy pen. So that's just my personal preference and kind of how I have done the crayons.
So you have another cheat thing. What is the other thing? That didn't you say it was something else that you were using that was like a little cheat thing?
So I have my wand.
And where do you buy those at?
There is an Etsy shop. I'll have to look and see
okay,
the name of the Etsy shop. But you can get the wands where they either fit the Inkjoy, where this little tip here is thinner. The Maker Flow is a little bit thicker, or you can get them both. So I would say get them both. It doesn't cost any more to have both tips. So I get that, and it helps with holding, you know, holding your pen and not, because when I first started, then I was actually, you know, holding the ink pen in my hands would, you know, get kind of tired and cramp up. And so this helped with that. And I know you could use a pencil, but I was like, I want toys.
I'm like you. Like if I'm gonna do it, I want all the little trinkets to make it as easy as possible.
Yeah, I have purchased quite a few different rhinestone toys. And probably my favorite tool is actually this is now I bought it from Weasley's Chaos, and he's on Etsy, but he's on a break right now. But it has the tip like I love the tip. You know, you need the tip so you can go and scoot your stuff around. But the other end is just a regular wax pencil. And so it's basically just your and I bought the little eraser holder things, but then I couldn't find my own little tip. So that was the thing. So I bought the tool so I could have this on the other end. And I like it better than any of the other dotters that I have. And I have some pretty ones, because they have the ones now where you can put like the big acrylic beads or the silicone beads. And it can be all, you know, nice and jazzy. And it's cute. but you don't always need to be cute. You just need to get your rhinestones on
functional.
right.
And you said he's on a break?
Yes.
Look at you.
Because I needed to get some backup. So I need him to come back. But I think that I found someone that had some extra. So I think in my next bling box I should have a little gift. And you will find that they won't be on Etsy. But you will find that there are some people that have the patterns for different licensed characters.
Oh yeah.
They hide them behind something so that they don't get the licensing thing. But there are some really talented designers.
Yeah, I need Tweety Bird. When she said Tweety Bird, I was like, I love Tweety Bird. I gotta have
say
Tanya, Tweety Bird and bowling.
Yes.
Tweety Bird,
And
Tweety
bowling.
Bird.
Tweety Bird
I
and
believe
bowling.
you can just grab that off of Google. And if you know how to trace, you can get it that way. You can also go on Etsy and find it, because I mean nowadays everybody's selling everything.
Well, Etsy has really cracked down on
They
it.
sure have.
Sure that
So
I did see that. I did see that.
Etsy has
But I
cracked
mean, you
down,
can Google. You know, here's what I do when it comes to characters, and use it at your whim. You know, everything ain't for everybody. But the cartoon pages on Google. Google the character and put cartoon page, or coloring book page. I'm sorry, coloring book page, and it will bring you a silhouette of the image you want, and you can just trace it and go from there.
Yeah, great start there. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've been at this game for like almost 28 years now. So if there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah.
Honestly, you know, everything ain't for everybody, but like the old timers say, including myself, if there's a will, there's a way. And the coloring book pages is the easiest and the cleanest graphics that you will find out there.
Really?
I've used them plenty of times. Yes.
Yeah, with those, you need to make sure you have a variety of sizes, because you're going to need one size for like your black outline for your character. And then you're likely going to do kind of a scatter within your image. If you want to just do one size stone, and I can't think of her name. I know one place that I get designs from is Shimmer and Shine Designs. They're on Facebook. She has hundreds of designs. Whether it's teams, whether it's characters. If you need something personalized with me, then I asked for a Zeta pen design. She designed my Zeta pen. I knew somebody that was a link, and she asked for a design for a tumbler for the links, and so she designed that for me. So that's one place. And there is another. She's not on Etsy anymore. She has a website, and I can't think of what her site is at the moment. But I will go there, and she has lots of characters too.
Tanya, I have another question. With everybody that's in here in this group and everything, They couldn't have put their pages so that we could go subscribe and support everybody.
I'm not sure what you mean, Queen.
Like I see like names, but I don't know. Like I want to go to Lynette's. Are you on YouTube, Lynette?
I am not on YouTube.
Okay.
I like to, I don't mind teaching anyone. Like I'm a multi-crafty girl. I cricut, I cross stitch, I make jewelry. You name the craft, I've probably tried it with the exception of resin. Unless it's UV resin. I've done UV resin.
Oh, okay.
But I don't epoxy. I said I don't have the patience to epoxy. I give my hats off to the ones that glitter down a tunnel.
I do that.
But I have so many different crafts. I can't, and that's probably one reason that I don't have a business page set up, is because I'm one of those people that I'm a serial crafter. I do sublimation. I do some of everything. So it's like, it just depends on the flow. It depends on what a person needs, and I can do it. The people that know me, they know, well, can you do me a shirt? Yeah, I can do you a shirt.
Yeah, I was just wondering because I would have liked to have, if you did have been able to go to your channel and support you.
On my page, Queen, I don't gatekeep. People are welcome to leave whatever information they want to. People can go join other people's groups if they want to. I mean, that's how we all gain knowledge and we learn, but what happens, I think sometimes, is in some of these groups, that kind of behavior is frowned upon.
Prohibited.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I think what happens,
Prohibited.
people start joining groups and they don't know exactly what the protocol is, and so they just kind of, wait and see,
Right.
But Lynette just reached out. Ada said she was gonna, come on and do a live and do her mugs, and Lynette reached out and said, hey, I'd be willing to show you guys how to do the honeycomb, and I'm like, sure, hey, when you want, so
because I said I didn't know which method you were going to do, Ada. I said, well, whichever one she doesn't do, I can show the other. And so when I saw it was scatter, I was like, well, I can show how to do the honeycomb, and then you take the two and put them together, and you have a gorgeous piece of artwork.
I don't know why this seems like it should be getting easier as you go along, but I feel like I don't know. It's hard to see.
The black on black is hard.
Well, actually, I'm not. So my pen is I've got like this.
Oh yeah, okay, like your champagne type.
So I'm using my my Jonquil flatbacks for this,
and that will it will hide. It gives you the grace. So if it's not perfect, it gives you get a lot of grace, and it'll look perfect because you have that matching background. So that's the advantage of having a pen that's the same color as your main color.
It looks good, Tanya. Looks good.
It is coming out good.
Mm-hmm. Very nice.
Let me see what you got. What you got? What are you doing?
I don't have mine. I'm here in spirit. Yeah, I know it.
Look, everybody here in spirit.
I'm about sick of you. I'm about sick.
I know it.
Of you.
I'm getting yelled at. That's all right.
So who else is doing a pen live?
Who you getting yelled at by?
I'm doing it.
Mark?
Let's see.
Don't you start, Ada. Don't you start.
Come on, camera. Let's see where you're at.
Are really 10. I don't know. I'm just.
That's why
I'm
we
new
on
to that.
tonight. That's why we here. That's why we gonna be on, so we can all follow along and make
May
sure.
not be able to see it. Let me see. Can you see it?
Okay,
Oh, I got a blur. Hold on.
so yeah,
Okay.
but there you go. We got pretty sapphire blue.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you, are
Oh,
you
that's
first?
beautiful.
What row you on? You look like you on row 10 or 12.
I don't know.
It looks good, Marge. It looks good.
Yes. Okay, who else is doing one
I'm
live?
on the 11th row. Yeah, I'm on the 11th row.
Livonia, was you doing one live with us tonight?
Corey, you ain't
I
hear me?
was, and then it started messing up. And
Well,
then
what happened? What
I-
happened? No, let's see what happened.
What happened? Yeah.
I quit. Let me tell you what happened. So I was doing it, and when I asked you what you had left, and I had asked, and Tanya answered the question for me because I was asking how many stones was on the first row. And so when I did it, it was 13 that was going.
That's fine.
First row.
That's okay.
So, but that wasn't right. So I just stopped.
You can do now with Enjoy pens, you can do 13 around, and that's still comfortable. So yeah, you can keep on going with 13 around. That's no problem.
But then that was that going to mess up the?
No, it's not going to mess up your pattern. So what you're going to end up doing is having one more of your main color. Your oval is going to still be, that's the main part of the crayon that, you know, that's going to be a set size. And so, so instead of, 12 around, it'll be 13 around. But no, as long as your oval starts with 3, you do your 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, 6, and repeat that. And then, go back down 5, 4, 3, and then your space, and you good. Because actually, mine turned out being 13 around.
See, so get back to it, Livonia.
Yep.
Okay.
No quitters in
So
this.
you didn't mess up. This is not one of those patterns, because there are some patterns, like if they're diamond shaped or, have a specific kind of, zig and zag and whatnot to it, then it may matter as far as how many around you have, but this is not one of those patterns.
Okay.
So, back to it.
What do we do with this? It look like this glue is gluing on here. I don't know.
What's the glue doing?
It's becoming one with the rhinestones on top of it.
Too much glue.
Okay.
Yeah, that's too much glue. But what you can do is, after your glue has cured, and I say probably at least 3 days, you can take a nail brush, because this is what you do when you have your tumblers. You get a nail brush and some Dawn soap, and you scrub. And so that scrubs away those little extra glue strands. And it also makes sure that if you have any rhinestones that are loose, that that you can re-secure any loose rhinestones, so you don't have stones that'll fall off. And so you can do the same thing with pens that you do with your tumblers and mugs.
Here's a adhesive tip. When you're working with any type of adhesive and stones, you never push your stone into the glue. You set your stone on top of the glue, so that the glue does not come up around the edge of that stone. The glue is supposed to sit underneath and bond between the bottom of the stone and the item that you're putting it on. That's it.
Now I know what my problem is.
Thank you, because I sure know
You're welcome. Listen, I learned that.
Oozing.
I learned that by trial and error. And I have a rhinestone sensei that I was following her, and one day she mentioned it. And I looked at my work, I said, well, that's the problem. After that, didn't have a problem no more. You take your, if you're doing a line, you take it and just set that stone right on top of it. Now you can dab it just to secure it, but don't push it where you're submerging it and that glue comes up over it, because that's where all that messiness comes.
That's why she was saying that she takes it and do a dot when she's putting it. Okay.
Right. You can do a dot, you can do a line, whatever you do, you set that stone. Like if I'm putting a stone on my nail, you set that stone on it. And you know, you can take your little pin and you know, make sure that it's straight or whatever. But you don't want to submerge it where that glue comes up around the edges of that stone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, something in there.
Right there.
Sticky. See.
I could have did
this stuff right here.
While y'all sitting up there doing that, I could finish blinging my little letter. Like, okay, let's see what's right there. Tanya, when you having another rhinestone class?
Oh Lord, Queen.
You know, I'm still learning. I'm still going to go to the beginner class.
You do not need the beginner class.
Girl, I told you, I can bling with the best of them as long as I have a design.
As long as you somebody
can't
gave
do
you the
my
template.
own.
I hear you. I'm gonna try to get another one scheduled. I got so much going on between these two groups and the bulk order. Y'all working my nerves, man. I tell you, I feel like I got roaches up in here. It's rhinestones. Every time I turn around, it's rhinestones everywhere. They're everywhere. But
roaches need love too. They want to get their bling on. They'll be hating.
Between these rhinestones and these flock dots and
girl, you had me rolling. What was that? Your purse with a flock dot on it?
That was that I got the work. I did. I got left the house. I hadn't even, matter of fact, I hadn't even cut a template in days. So I don't even know like how that dot got on my pocketbook handle strap. And when I got to the office and I put my pocketbook down, I said, "Now, ain't that beat all? Where did that came all the way from my house here?" But yeah, I find them things everywhere, even where the sun don't shine. Okay, what does this say? Okay, so this says rows 6 through 14. Okay, so I don't think I'm at 14 yet.
I just did
now, when you
put too much glue.
Now, let me ask you a question, Lynette. So I haven't really been paying attention, like where my rhinestone goes in when I'm doing the honeycomb pattern, because I know it's just got to go in between the two stones above it, right? Just got to nestle in there. But then when you get down here to row 15 and it says 4 of the main color, does it matter where you start? I mean, because my pen has, like, you see how my pen has the you're muted. You're muted.
So that's where I was telling you that I like to have the black part where that hard plastic is. So I just try and center like my first little 3 black ones. I try and center it around where that hard black part or that hard plastic part is. And so that'll be where your oval is. So
Okay.
the rest of it doesn't matter because you're gonna have 12 or 13 around. The important part is how many black stones. So you're gonna start with 3 black stones, then go up to 4, 5, 6, and then you're gonna alternate between 5 and 6, I believe 9 times, and then taper back down 5, 4, 3, and then you're gonna be back to one solid color all the way around.
So you're saying what I should do then for my particular pen is find the center of where this clear is, start my 3.
Yep.
And then bring the rest of my main color stones around and then start in from the center with the 4 and then go around. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
When you do some patterns, where there is the more complex ones with a beginning and an end, then you can start out by, it's hard to do with a black pen, but you can start out with draw a line, like get a Sharpie and draw a line. So you'll know where your rows begin and end. And then you can follow your pattern that way. But one thing I've just done is I'll find a particular spot and say, okay, this is my, if it's a picture or a letter, then I know this is where it starts, and I'll start somewhere in the middle of a row according to the pattern, but it's somewhere that I can find easily.
Tracy, are you making a pen or are you just following along?
I'm just following along, Tanya. I really wasn't feeling good, but I wanted to see what you guys were doing today.
Okay.
And this is Sharon. I'm just following along. I'm a hot fix girl. So y'all done already stressed me out.
No.
That 1 stone at a time? No, thank you.
That's what I kept saying, Sharon. I was like, this, I ain't got the patience for this.
Oh, I love it. I really want to learn how to do that honeycomb in like a yellow and black, like a beehive. Do you have a template for that?
I don't, but I have seen them, and I've seen some gorgeous ones.
Me too. I want that.
I have seen some gorgeous ones, and I want to say that Bling the North might be where I saw it. She's on Etsy and she has her own page. She's from Canada, and she has some absolutely amazing patterns.
Really? Okay. You said Bling Lenora?
Bling the North.
Oh, Bling the North. Okay.
Yep.
Isn't there another Canadian company, Blinging Bluebird or something like that?
Yes. So the Blinging Bluebird, she does the rhinestones. She sells the rhinestones, and Bling the North makes the patterns.
Okay, well, y'all don't go to the Blinging, whatever that post is. Don't go there.
Yep.
What say tell us how you really feel.
Yeah, don't go to the Blinging Bluebird for no stones. Now you can go to Blinging the North if you want some patterns, but
yeah, her patterns are.
Tanya say she ain't got all them roaches, rhinestones in her house for nothing.
Right.
No, that's right. You look, Look,
That's right. Y'all come over here with your can of raid. Come pick these things up.
You know you are, girl. We ain't going nowhere else.
No.
Be like, shoot.
I told Tanya we get ready to clean her out because I got some serious classes that I'm going to be, working with the group with, and they're going to require flatback. So I told her, I said, get ready because we coming.
So when she did the patterns for my girl when she was running for president, I think I ran her crazy.
Oh, Kamala.
Queen, did
Yeah,
for soul.
I think I sold more than she did.
You
Those
did.
things was jumping off the hook in Vegas. Oh my God. Even after the election, those people was, oh my God, they loved that pattern.
But I'm so glad that that worked for you.
Yeah, that was like, I told him it was a limited edition. Oh my God. It was limited how many I had. That's how limited it was.
There you go.
That part was true. You
That
didn't tell me
was.
Okay.
Oh my God, I forgot.
What's in the blue bin?
Not right now.
Hi, Sean.
I feel like I'm
Hello.
crooked. You ever get that feeling like it's slanted on one end, like it's just not
Yes. And that's where the nice little tools come in. Because if it is, then you can
push them up and
yeah, get yourself back on track. But the thing is that even if it is a little bit lopsided, it usually tends to straighten itself out. It doesn't look like it. It looks like it to you, but to the untrained eye, they wouldn't know any difference.
yeah, see, I'm just anal like that sometimes. Like, I see everything. And so, like you said, when you craft, you learn how to eye stuff so you can look at it and you can say, oh, that's crooked,
And that's why it's like with neon white rhinestones, it's when you use neon white with other regular rhinestones, neon white rhinestones tend to be a little bit smaller. And so it drives me a little crazy with working with them and trying to make things line up. And so my tools help me because I end up with, even though I end up with some gaps here and there in my tumbler, it's because neon white rhinestones are a little bit smaller than my regular colored rhinestones. And so when it fits in, it's a little bit different.
Well, that's the same thing in the hotfix with the gold and the silver rimmed stones. They are smaller at the base than your regular rhinestone, and so you got to be careful if you try to pair them with something that's not, because then when you go to brush them in or you go to line them up on your shirt, they don't fall and fit where they're So okay, so now I'm on row 15. So the 3 black. To start with that try to center that one.
How many rows is it?
So there's a total of 50 rows.
Huh?
See what I'm saying? Hot fix, baby.
I do hot fix. I'm hot fix all the way. I'm like, oh my God, that's
Oh,
me.
you blinging, baby.
I'm blinging is my woo. But I'm, I'm gonna buy. I'm one of those. Tanya tell you, I buy shit and pack it back. I buy it and I'm like, okay, then I'm gonna try it though. I'm gonna try it because I did make one, but I mean, now to know how to make one, I'm gonna make another one. 50 something. Oh my God.
Just 50. And we're right now, I'm at right now, so I'm on row 15. So I mean, not halfway there, but you know, for a first try.
That's crazy because let me go see.
I would definitely, like I said, you know, finish. I could get this finished.
Trust me, 50 rows on a pen is a whole lot better. 50 at 12 or 13 across is a whole lot easier than 50 rows, 60 rows at 60 across.
And it's a good project.
I ain't gonna do the pen, so I ain't thinking about that other if you weren't on live and you were doing this by yourself, how long would it take you to do the pen?
It would take me about an hour.
Okay.
Now you see this?
That's what I was going to say. It's a good project that if you're watching one of those series and you just sitting there listening and blinging, it'll go just like that. It'll go just like that.
I can't do that. My mind got to be on that project. I'm tunnel vision.
See, I had started one before, and I like spray painted the barrel. Then I started to pull this out and follow along, but then I just did 2 rows of red, and it's been sitting like this on the styrofoam for forever. I got the little thing. I was like, okay, I act like I know what I'm doing, but girl, yeah. But I'm gonna finish one now though, for real, for real.
Yeah, this is for me, it's kind of mindless. Especially because I've done it before. I know what the repeat is. So I don't have to keep going back and forth to my pattern. And I can sit and watch TV and just bling. Turn on some good music.
I need a bright light because I'm going blind up here.
So this is why I have my bright lights, but I put the glasses on tonight, but I also have the little jeweler glasses thingies with the light up at the top on your forehead and all of that. I have that too. And I will use those, like when I was last year, I caught a lot of flights, not feelings. And so I was on the flight and I was blinging pens. And so I had my little glasses on so I didn't disturb anybody else with my lights. And I was sitting there blinging pens on the airplane.
Do you have a big clientele for them?
So for my sorority, I have someone that I work with and I supply her. And she's licensed for a couple of other sororities. So I can do those because she's a licensed vendor. And that's been my biggest clientele for any of my crafts, my jewelry and everything is the sorority set.
My thing here, Tanya, if I could get a design with some bowling on it, girl.
I know.
That's
Can I see
basically
one of your sorority pins?
Absolutely. Let me see. Okay. So this was what I was saying about the Maker Flow pens. So my Maker Flow pen, this is my regular ink pen. Right now I have my little New Orleans Mardi Gras theme going on. There we go. So it's got my little fleur-de-lis. I can take the end off of it.
That's pretty.
And I have a matching tumbler for it too. That's my new thing is, you know, have the pen and the matching tumbler. Like you got to coordinate. So you have the tube and you just take it and slip it on and then put your tip back on.
Yeah, I use those ink pens. I like those better.
I love my Maker Flows.
Yeah.
Can you show that again, Lynette? I was busy working on my.
Okay, so I just unscrew the tip.
You're froze.
Uh-oh.
I can see you on the other your top
it's
screen, but I don't see you on the.
interchangeable.
Yep. So if I feel like putting my, like tomorrow I got my Eastern Star meeting, so I'll put my little Eastern Star.
Those pens are nice. You don't have to do any surgery before you get started. You don't have to pull a clip off. They come with addition. You can buy additional bales or
barrels.
Barrels, yeah. So if you want to, you know, a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday pen, you can make the main one and then sell the additional barrels.
Oh, wow.
Those pens are nice. They also have mechanical pencils the same way.
And you could bling those too?
Yes.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, since you said it, next week I'm gonna do a bling pen with hot fix rhinestones.
Ooh. I don't know if I got the patience for that one.
You said you're going to do one with hot fix rhinestones?
Uh-huh.
It's
because
the same.
These pens, the pens have the remember I told you these are pens that I don't have just a regular chamber right now, but
they also have sublimatable ones.
These are sublimatable. So
yes.
so it can endure the heat because it's a sub blank.
Oh.
So yeah, she can totally do hot fix on it. I'm just trying to figure out how in the world she gonna keep the stones from moving around and whatnot before she press it. But
we'll see next Thursday.
So I had my Valentine's Day.
Oh, that's pretty.
And then I did Mardi Gras. And
you're froze. I can't see.
Oh wait. Let's see.
You're not frozen on my side.
Yeah, that must be you because she's visible.
Okay. Then we have my winter. And it's got little blue snowflakes.
That's pretty.
Oh yeah, I'm finna order me some of those.
I'm a Detroit girl, so I did to go with my Detroit Lions tumbler, then I did a football.
Put it to your other camera though, because I think you're looking at, no, over here.
The other side.
Your other phone. Your other phone. Yeah, there we are. There you go.
So
See, I don't see nothing over there. Oh, there you go. Okay.
Yeah, but you can see it better. You can see the pen better.
Oh yeah.
So that's the football. So I had, different ones, and then my sorority pen, my Zeta pen.
Makerflow.com, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Those pens
Own
are
it, own it. And
So
then
do you
you
do
can
any
find
Delta?
different designs on Etsy to do that'll come like yours was with the directions. Okay.
I've gone on Etsy. Where else do I see? My bling things, THINZ DIY. She has some blingyourthings.com. She has some shimmer and shine designs. She has pens. Those are the main places where I tend to get find ink pen patterns.
I like that somebody refer you some, because I'm sure there's somebody out there that's making them and they don't add up. I've had that happen so many times. You get stuff and it's not, it's not, especially embroidery designs. Oh my God.
And I like probably my preferred person if I have a, like I did my Zeta and my OES pens, Jessica at Shimmer and Shine is the one that designed those. So, if you want to do something, for organization, because I'm thinking about AME, and so we have a conference coming up and there'll be a lot of missionaries. So I might want to do a tumbler and a matching pen for the Missionary Society.
Is she on Etsy? Is that where you said she's on Etsy, or
No,
she has her own page?
She has her own page and she's on Facebook too.
Okay.
She has a group on Facebook. And if you join the group on Facebook, then you'll be able to see her mystery designs.
Oh, okay.
Which one was this again?
Shimmer and Shine Design.
Oh, okay. I wrote that down. Okay.
Shimmer and Shine Designs, Facebook.
Maybe what we can do, Lynette, are you a part of her group?
Yes.
Maybe you can send invites.
Okay.
To the ladies on the group tonight.
Okay.
How can she do that?
She can go into the group page and click on the membership, and I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I didn't know if are we in there by our name or by our
Well, it just depends on how you, I know your name.
I don't remember.
I know you are. I know Tracy is. I know Sharon is.
Okay.
Chanithia is. Stacy is. Some folk have different, go by a different name, but
I have a different, I have a different last name because I had a job. Yeah, I had a job that did not
allow
they wanted
you.
They wanted me to wipe my page from all of the political things that I had on my page. And when I went back over the years, I was like, oh no, I got too much going on. So I just changed the name, and my last name that's on Facebook, Abogada, is Spanish for lawyer. And I was a Spanish major in undergrad, and I'm a licensed attorney in Michigan. So I did that, and then I created another page with my government name. So if people wanted to find me, then they could find me, but there's hardly anything on that page.
I was really surprised when I went for a job. I've been retired for a while, and I decided I was going to try to go back to work, that they wanted every one of your names, your Facebook, your YouTube, everything. And they actually went and looked, and I had to delete people when I knew that they were going to do that because of what, you know, they associate you with whoever's on your page, what they're talking about and stuff. I thought that was crazy. I was like, oh my God.
And so what I did was, now that I'm not there anymore, then I put my regular profile picture back up, but I didn't have profile pictures that had me. It might have my mother and father have passed away, my husband's passed away. So it would be pictures of them that would be on my page. Right. And if you didn't know them, you didn't know, you know. So that's what I did. I used AI pictures or pictures of, you know, if it was a anniversary or something coming up, then their those people's pictures. So
now that you say that, as far as, you know, where you were before and having to have to scrub your page and so forth and so on, you know, this new thing that the administration is doing is asking agencies to go back and remove anything from their profiles and such. And what's probably is going to trickle down to any employee. So it's the page, but any employees of these organizations are going to probably have to go and do the same exact thing. So it's just getting to be like, you know, a hot mess.
It is.
It's crazy.
And I know people who have worked for the government, and they already, you know, had certain restrictions, certain things that, you know, they couldn't post on social media about. But I think that this administration is going even beyond that.
Yeah. Oh boy. Wait, they cut out the COVID-19 testing, huh, Tanya? I was like, wow.
Yes.
When you sent me that, I was like, oh my goodness.
Yep.
The free testing. Like, oh my God. Really?
I had so many people that come back and say, I don't need any. I already got. I'm like, it's not, if you don't need them, I'm certain you know somebody else who might. Just go ahead and get the darn things. And I mean, they're free. Give them out. Take them to the church. Take them to the homeless shelters. Take them somewhere.
I told everybody. They was like, oh my God, thanks, Queenie. Thanks, Queenie.
Well, they so bad now, they cutting out the actual COVID vaccine. It has been reported that they're not renewing it for this year.
Are you serious? And people are getting COVID again.
Yep, it hadn't gone away.
Yeah, but if you go back and you read the report that Pfizer put out for all the side effects that they say that the vaccine can be responsible for, I don't know that anybody should have took it.
That is true. I just got a call tonight from my neighbor. They said that it has rotted his intestines.
Wow. And that's sad. But on the flip side, that can happen with Tylenol, meaning everybody's body is different in how they receive various medication. All medicines have side effects, even Tylenol. So it just depends on your pros and your cons. You know, if you catch COVID, that could be detrimental. That could be death. You know, so it just depends on you.
I do not want another bout with COVID. I know that.
Exactly.
I was like, I held on to the bed and stayed in the bed and didn't want to even, you know, make 3 steps to go to the bathroom.
I mean, like right now they got a measles uptick, and they're not trying to let the people get vaccinated for that.
And that's the funny thing, is that I'm getting ready to start working at the hospital, and I'm of the age that I was told that my shop records were archived. And I said, if you want to feel old, just call and ask about your shot records, and they tell you they in the archive somewhere. And so I couldn't get my shot record. So they had to do a titer for me to see what vaccinations I had. And they said I had to take the MMR. I was negative for the MMR, so I have to retake my MMR shot. And knowing that there's an uptick of measles.
Right. That's what they're suggesting. The doctors who are talking, because CDC and FDA, they can't talk. They were saying that if you are of a certain age, that it may be best to get a booster, to get another one.
Yep. I'm 52 and apparently my shot is worn off.
Well, I'm 60, so I guess mine long gone.
Well, my thing was, you used to get vaccinated. You never had to go back and get no booster shots. I mean, now
No, you did.
It's a life expectancy. You know, just like, say for instance, I make shea butter, right? So my ingredients in that is shea butter and the various oils, coconut oil, you know, so my shelf life for my shea butter, now shea butter has a 2-year shelf life, where my oils have a 1-year shelf life. So my shea butter, when it's all combined, only has a 1-year shelf life, even though the shea butter has 2, because you have to go with the lesser. So things run out, you know, they wear off, you know, just like the your brakes on your car. They're not forever. You got to replace the pads and so on and so forth. Appliances in your house, they break down. So do our body with immunization shots. They wear off. We outlive them, so to speak.
Yes, the life expectancy has gone up over the years.
That's why they keep changing the age on Social Security. They wasn't expecting people to reach certain ages, so now
they didn't expect to have all these
around. They
around.
changing when your full vested age is. You know what I'm saying? They keep changing it. People are living longer than they expected.
Was that Marge that was working on the pen and see if she messed up?
okay, I got it. Okay, wait a minute. Something ain't going right here.
Okay.
Oh, yes, it is. Okay. Okay, so I found a tip for me anyway. I don't know about anybody else, but with working with this gym tack glue, because it's, you know, it comes out white, not like the B6000. So if you let it sit for just a minute, right, till it's almost like it's as if it's drying, it's a lot easier to you know, place the stones without the excess glue seeping up in between if you've laid it a bit too much.
And it does dry clear. That's what I like about Gem Tack. I use Gem Tack especially when I have when I'm blinging on vinyl because it's easier to see.
I didn't know you could bling. You could bling on vinyl?
Yes.
It stays there?
Yes.
Yeah, it just doesn't do as good with hot fix stones.
Oh, okay.
With the when you have personalization, when you have somebody's name or a word or something on a tumbler, and it's in the pretty cursive fonts, then they cut it in with the vinyl first. And then they bling over the vinyl, and the adhesive basically seals the vinyl onto the tumbler.
I was wondering how they got names on the tumblers.
Yep. That's how they do that.
And then they put the rhinestones on top of the vinyl. Wow. Okay.
One more. The only thing that I found about doing that and doing honeycomb is that to keep my honeycomb.
Is your phone speaker on, or your speakers is on?
Let's see. There we go, I think. And I hear myself too. Let's see.
Well, I finished that.
It's sometimes hard to keep your rows straight.
On
when you have the words that you do, and then you have the honeycomb, you have to do the honeycomb first and kind of leave the words last.
Right.
In order to keep your honeycomb,
okay.
Keep the honeycomb straight.
Okay.
I learned that for me the hard way.
Really, it seems like I see so many people in their work in progress stuff where they've gone ahead and they've stoned the vinyl part, the name part first.
For me, it's harder to keep my honeycomb straight when I do it that way.
Do you have a sample of what you're talking about, Lynette?
Let's see.
Tanya, you almost finished? Oh, what color is your pen? What kind of pen is yours?
So my pen color was kind of like this
cream,
like light, like I don't know, like a yellowy kind of color.
It looks like a pencil.
Almost like a pencil. So I'm using
that's a gel, that's a
the Ink Joy.
Is it?
It came in a box of 20. There was like 20 different pens in the box. All different, mostly all different colors.
And you got those at Walmart? Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
So I only had certain colors in my flatbacks and SS10s. So I'm using, I picked this one because I had jonquil. So I said, oh, this looks like a jonquil color pen. So that's why, that's the one I'm using. And then now I got these 20 color pens over here. I'm gonna be wanting flat and all colors.
I better go on and hook you up some pens, girl.
Okay. Now see what my son meant about me having too many tumblers. So this was the first all over tumbler that I did. And
oh wow.
That's beautiful.
So I did the words first. So I did blessed first. And then I went and, and did the honeycomb. Well, when I got to the bottom, then I realized that my row was not straight. So I ended up filling in with some smaller color stones or some smaller stones in some spots because it was kind of loop-de-loop. So I said next time I would do the honeycomb and I can use my tool to keep my honeycomb straight and do the honeycomb first and then get as close as I can to the word. And then I will go and fill in
around the word.
Right. And do the word. So that's
vinyl.
So this is, yes. So actually it is layered up. So it is, I think it's white vinyl, the white vinyl outline, and then the blue over it. And then I put that on the tumbler, and then I followed the color for how I blinged around it, the white and the blue.
That is pretty, and my favorite word, black.
That's pretty.
So you do have white stones over the white part of the overlay of the vinyl?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yep.
That's beautiful.
So this was my very first all over tumbler.
Is that a 20 ounce? What brand of tumbler is that?
This is, I believe I got this was a bling kit from thisistisa.com. And I think that she got her tumblers because I bought some more. I think it's called the Tumbler Outlet in Texas. And they have some colors. So I got the pink one, and I just bought some more pink ones because I was doing an AKA tumbler. I got a purple one, and she has some gorgeous purple stones that came with her Christmas. She has a Christmas Advent box that she does, and it has some DTF and some rhinestones. And so I got some purple.
I'm getting the wrong boxes.
There are boxes. There are boxes out there that will give you some different kind of medium to work on. So, like I said, I've got jewelry boxes. I've got towel clips. If you're at the beach and you want to make sure that your towel stays on your beach chair. I got towel clips. I got hair clips.
I got a brush. I got the earbuds. The earbuds with the case. Yeah.
Oh,
it's still up there. I haven't done.
I want to do my beats. I'm waiting before I do the expensive.
You gonna practice on something else?
I'm still practicing. I feel like
$19.99 ones first.
Yeah.
$19.99 ones first.
So I've done some different things. I like getting the bling boxes that have the different things to try out that you might not normally have.
That like a subscription thing?
Mm-hmm. Some of them are subscriptions, so they automatically renew. Some of them are, it's coming on the 5th of the month or the 15th of the month.
Order it.
And you just order it. Yep. So when I get back to being gainfully employed, then I'll be back in Tanya's box and and trying to expand my bling t-shirt my bling t-shirt game. But
There you go.
I got 4 or 5 of them I haven't done yet. So but the Black History shirt, when I saw it, I'm like, I gotta have it. I gotta get over this fear because this shirt is everything. So
And it was gorgeous.
I am so glad. I am so glad that I saw that, and I overcame my fear, and it worked.
And it worked. I definitely say you gotta keep track of keep check off on your pattern thing when you're working on this. So you, especially this 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, 6. Okay, so Queen, I'm on row 24. So I'm almost halfway done.
Okay.
Did you say Queenie?
Mm-hmm.
I am. Well, see, like I know.
Oh, you said 50 something. I was like, what? But that's 50 something, 50 rows of 12 stones around, right?
Right.
Okay. I have to make it make sense in my, make it compute right so it don't look like it's so much. But I'm gonna do one. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna post it. Watch. I'm gonna be like, Queenie did that.
Now I love to do one of the first pens I did was an ombre pen.
Now that's hard, isn't it?
The ombre, you have to, now that's a pattern that you need to keep up with line by line.
Oh.
Because it's not like this one is intuitive. You know what an oval looks like. So
right.
I can say, okay, well, I need 9 of the ones sticking out. And that's what I did. I just counted. I said, okay, I need one more row of 6 across. And then I know I can taper down. But with that ombre, then it's not quite intuitive like that. So you're just, it looks like it's really random, but there is an actual pattern to how you're incorporating your new color in. And so that's just one of those things that you have to be really, really diligent about following that pattern so you get the results that you want. And I did do I wonder what I did with my son. You figure out kind of how to add in a new color, but if you don't do it, gradually, then it doesn't look right. So let me see if I can find a little Valentine's.
Oh, they got everything on here. Silicone, they got everything on here. Why do I have 16s in here?
Yes.
So I didn't want a hard line for the 3 colors, so I did it as an ombre. And so this is one of those, the little Hobby Lobby sign I said came in a bling box. But I did my light neon pink, and then I started with the golden shadow kind of here and there. Well, that might be jonquil. I think that's jonquil. And then same thing at the bottom, then just kind of tapering off. So you have to just kind of incorporate just little by little. And then you get that ombre type effect.
Yeah, I'm looking at these pens. Are they in bundles?
So they have a
Like
box of
$16 for one pen? Am I
no,
looking at
It
this
should be
wrong?
12 for
it's a
12
dozen.
pens.
That's what.
Oh,
So that's
got
not,
you.
yeah, in comparison to Inkjoy, they're about the same price,
Okay,
but easier to work with, in my opinion.
I got
Yes.
you.
These are those maker, what'd you call them again?
Maker Flow.
Maker Flow. I'm on
Maker
here
Flow.
now. Yes, I'm on here now.
Can you drop-
And you also get an extra
Refill.
cartridge with the pen.
Yes,
Yeah.
you get an extra
Uh-huh.
refill with the pen.
Yeah. So
And
it's,
it's in
that's
the-
worth,
order
that's the
some.
bang for your buck.
Can you drop the chat? Can you drop the link in the chat?
Okay, let me see.
Makerflow.com. M-A-K-E. It's actually makerflowcrafts.com.
Okay.
I'm finna add this to the cart. That's all I need in here, right? We gonna start with those. And you said you can order extra chambers?
Barrels. Yeah. They
Where
sell them by themselves.
Okay, I don't see those.
It would be under, I think it's under pens.
Yeah,
and,
I'm here. Let me see. Get out of here.
And then
I see
sublimation chambers for a crafter pen and pencil, 12-pack, $6.95. It's next to the ink refills.
$6.95.
I
don't see that. So I need to get these ones that are $16.95, or the other ones are sublimation. I don't want those. I want the other ones, the stainless steel, right?
It doesn't matter. I think I get the
This is cute.
I think I get the sublimation ones just because the chamber is white. But it doesn't matter. It's just a matter of preference.
And you don't have to paint those.
No.
Okay.
And I buy by the case.
I hear you.
So I get 72 pens at a time. And I've done it twice.
So, I see. Sublimation chambers for crafters, pen and pencil. It's for either one. Okay. I'll do that.
And that way you can do like I do and switch them.
I want
Look, and switch them out.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. That's gonna be a selling point. Okay, view cart. Is that the only? Okay, pen, pencil, 6. But I want to take this one out and get the sublimation one. It's only $1 more. Let's go back. Let's get the quick view.
Okay, so who else was on?
Add to cart.
I think we lost all our live pen folks
View cart.
doing their pen live thing.
Sublimation pack of 12. Pack of 12. I should have had a promo code.
If you sign up for the emails and text messages, they'll send you one immediately.
Okay, hold on. Let me go back.
And they're always having a sale.
Okay, hold on. I thought I just saw where you sign up for email. Shop laser, shop sublimation.
Might be down at the bottom of the page.
Okay, thought I just saw it too. Join the fam, sign up. No.
Mhm.
Sign up for business tips and crafting in inspo. That's it, I guess. We don't see. Subscribed. Save 10%. Okay. No, that's a bundle. Let's see. Nope.
Okay, Lynette, what row you on?
I'm almost at the top of the oval.
Oh, Lord.
What she say? Oh Lord.
Yeah, because she did all that talking while I was still doing, I was working. And now she done caught up and passing.
I'm trying to see where they sent the code to. I don't see no discount code. Let's see. Maybe they automatically. Nope.
Huh. I'm pretty sure I had a code the first time for Maker Flow.
I'm getting faster though.
Let me see if they have
Shoot, they charge almost the price of another box of pens for shipping.
you know, shipping has gone up everywhere across the board.
Okay.
Well, see, I ordered by the case. So when I order by the case,
you get free shipping. I ain't mad at you.
That's why I think that's why I wait before I order. So I can make sure I get free shipping because shipping is expensive.
Okay.
How much is the shipping, Queen?
$12.95.
$12.95?
Yep, for 2 items.
For two items?
Yeah, the pens and the chambers.
The chambers. Mm-hmm.
And how many did you get?
I got the 12-pack.
She just got the 12-pack of pens. Yeah, that's
to try them out. Yeah, the other one's like $80.
Yeah, you have 70. Yeah, that's for
72. 72 of them in there.
And you might want to hold on because they do have sales pretty regular. So,
so just go on the list and don't buy nothing.
Go on the list and wait for them to put them on sale because they will put them on sale.
Okay. Okay, shop and pay.
Okay, Marge had to charge her computer up.
That's what I was looking.
I'm back. I'm back.
Oh, okay. See?
Okay, Marge. So how you doing?
What
is that?
Wait a minute. I don't know what's up with this blur stuff. How you get this off of here? Background effect.
Oh, your background effect. Yeah.
Okay. You see? Can you see it?
You coming along good.
Yes.
That's nice.
That's awesome.
You ain't got to lie to me.
Look, I ain't even doing mine tonight, but I'm gonna do mine. I'm doing mine this weekend.
Anybody got time to be lying up in here? We grown ass women.
Ain't nobody, how you say it, time? Anybody got time for that?
Exactly. We grown women. We ain't got no time to be lying to nobody.
I was getting a cramp in my hand. I was like, I need something else because these fingers is starting to cramp.
And that blue
Where
is
are
like,
you using the E6000?
I'm B7000 somebody.
B7000. Okay. Okay.
Trying to get my iPad from down.
Somebody smoke detect the battery.
Well, ladies, I'm about to clock out. I
All right,
appreciate the
Sharon.
live. It was fun.
Nice meeting you, Sharon.
All righty. We'll see each other more in the group and everything. And I'll
All
be
right.
live next
Joining
week.
us. Thanks for
All
joining
right.
us.
Now, what are
All
you doing?
right.
What are you doing? Nancy?
She gonna hot fix a pen.
Okay.
Can't wait for that.
You're going to post your pin in the group, Lynette, when you finish? I mean, all of y'all.
I am.
Yes, that's
All of y'all posted in the group.
it's a
Yep.
requirement. Work in progress
Exactly.
as well. Mom is over there like, nobody said that. They said it was free class. They said nobody had to put my word.
They didn't read the small print.
It
Right.
needs to be brushed.
That's right. Work in
No,
progress.
no filters. Look, no filters.
That's it.
All right, ladies, have a good evening.
Good
You
night.
Have a
too.
good night.
Girl, they got a refer a friend thing in here.
She looking.
No, if somebody refer you,
Mm-hmm.
gives them $15 off their first order, and you get a coupon for $15 off your order for
Okay,
referral.
so what everybody
Okay.
in here
Oh,
needs
that-
to do is
Hold on.
is
So
refer somebody else.
yeah, I was gonna say.
So if Queen can refer me, then I can refer Chanithia. I can, and
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
ma-
So you already have an account, right?
I
me?
do.
Oh,
What's your
that's Lynette.
email?
Yeah.
If you want me to put your email in here so you get $15.
Sure.
What is it?
BLUTIFUL creations, beautiful creations at yahoo.com.
So it's BLUTIFUL creations at yahoo.com.
Yes. And I put it in the chat, I think.
All right, I'm just.
There we go.
Okay, wait a minute. This says, okay. I think that's how it went. I think I did it right. Oh, okay. I got to go back here and put my tax exempt stuff in here. Okay.
Lynette, which glue did you say you were using again?
Liquid Fusion.
Okay.
That's it. Open it from your computer and you'll find it. Dumbo.
So now what's the rule of thumb, Lynette, on the curing for your pens? Like, I mean, how long should you, after you do them, before you give them or sell them to your customer?
I let them cure for about 3 days.
Okay.
That way, if I need to do a scrub down, then I can do that. I'm usually pretty good that I don't necessarily have to, but.
And did you say that the scrub down you do after it cures? So if you had to scrub that down you would do it after that 3 days?
Right.
Okay.
And that way you'll know if you have any loose stones.
Right.
And it also gets those little glue strings out.
Now, do you ever send extra stones with your product?
I don't. If somebody has a problem, I tell them, let me know. Because with sending extra stones, then you need to send the adhesive, and then adhesive has different shelf lives, and I'm like, and they're not gonna know. I have seen little rhinestone kits, like where it has the little like a little adhesive, a little alcohol pad, and that so that, you know, if somebody needs to make a repair,
Mm-hmm.
I have seen some of those online.
But then I guess you would be assuming in this type of intricate work, you'd be assuming they know what to do too.
What to do, yeah.
You know, yeah.
And most people, if they
Or
ask
how
them
to
to get them a tumbler, they are not crafty.
right.
So, because I might look at what I did and be like, well, it ain't the best. And they're like, oh my gosh, that is so amazing.
They have everything here. They sure do.
I have gotten from Maker Flow, I've gotten the sublimation towels. I haven't made any yet, but I have some.
Uh-huh.
And the intent was that I actually have an apple crisp recipe that my grandmother wrote out. And I was going to take that and
sublimate it on towels and give it to
sublimate it on towels and give it to my son who
I
baked.
sublimate on towels too. And fans and whatever else.
Yeah, you're getting it with the fans.
Yeah. Trying to keep inventory is the issue. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because everybody wants a fan. If they
everybody want to go on the ground.
With the dance they doing, huh? The line dancing they doing.
Yeah. This is one of my tiles.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Did it just do that?
I have done for my Eastern Star chapter, I did our 125th anniversary. I subbed keychains.
Okay.
And so I did keychains for our guests at our anniversary gala. That's probably the most of something that I have done. Now, the biggest project I've done is probably that flower wall that I did.
What was that?
A flower wall?
I did an 8x8 paper flower wall.
Oh,
nice.
And then I realized why people charge what they charge.
Man, listen.
Yep.
That's the same with doing balloons, because I do those too, and it's like, you must don't know the work that go into this.
Mm-hmm.
I could not even understand how they put stuff inside the balloons. I was like, how do they do that? I seen this, she put a bear in there. I was like, how did you get that?
Yeah, those are Bobo balloons or something like that.
Mm-hmm. One place where you can get kind of a taste of a lot of different crafty things is Jennifer Maker.
Yep.
And that's where I got the inspiration for the flower wall.
But I'm a recipient of Jennifer Maker's advanced group.
Oh, okay. I'm in the advanced group.
I won that. She picked me. She had like, she gave like 10, did she give 10? No, I can't remember. I can't remember how many she gave, but anyway, she had when she launched that, you know, I love Jennifer Maker, and I went ahead and I signed up for it and paid my $99 or whatever because I felt like it was, you know, and but then she posted something in her group where, you know, if you kind of, you know, told her why you wanted and blah blah blah. Anyway, so I said, well, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. And, you know, I don't never win anything or whatever. And sure, got the email that said that I had been selected as one of her recipients.
That's
awesome.
Yeah.
The only problem is I haven't been able to do anything with it.
I have not either. I have not done as much as I thought I would, but I go and I peek in there.
And I mean, it's just nonstop.
Yeah, she's been on her. She has definitely been on her grind since she has
got the new
done her farm. Since she opened her farm.
Did you say her farm?
Yeah.
Yes.
She has a whole like huge building that she has dedicated to the crafts.
Really?
It's also her home.
Right.
Well, she has it, but now she has a separate building like just for the crafts.
Right. Yeah.
It is just seeing some of the previews. It's amazing.
Yeah.
She's phenomenal. She's really good.
And I love the fact that she doesn't mind. She teaches you, you know, how to do the things. That's one thing that I found with crafting is sometimes you see someone who is like great at doing something, but they don't want to teach anybody else. They just want to sell what they make.
Right.
And she makes her money teaching, you know, by teaching other people how to do it. And she has mentored so many of the big name crafters now. Matter of fact, there's a Abby Kirsten is doing a Cricket Craft Fest this week, and has like 40 different workshops going on. Where if you catch it, you know, within the first 24 hours, then you can see that particular day's classes and not have to pay. And it has the worksheets and everything. And I'm pretty well enough off that I can just print the worksheets and whatever instructions are on the worksheets and work it out from there. So I don't necessarily have to watch all of the 20-minute videos. How you get there?
I am. I'm at row 33.
Oh.
Get it.
You doing it, girl.
I like your little, I'm looking at your little container you got there with your rhinestones in it.
So,
who? Which one you talking about? Me or Lynette?
Lynette.
I've gotten a few of these. I think I started getting them in bling boxes. There are actually 3 of them nestled in together. So it's 3 hearts nestled together, and then it has the flippers in the top and the bottom.
I saw those on Be Createful. She has
Be Createful is where I think Be Createful is where I've gotten 2 sets of them from.
And then I found them on Alibaba.
Mm-hmm. Bling on the Chaos she has a set that she makes from she 3D prints, and I like hers. They're larger, so with larger projects, they work pretty well. And then I bought some for like when I have a lot of different colors to work with. Then I have one, well, actually, I guess I have 3 trays like it, but it's round and it has like the pie pieces. So I can put 8 different colors.
Mm.
And I love it.
Now, where them jonquil stones get off to? It's the black.
Tanya, you don't have to work tomorrow?
Yes, I do, ma'am, but I'm gonna work from home tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
It's Friday.
Yeah. What's the golden? Oh.
They talking about getting rid of that. Work from home.
Oh,
Go
them
back to
them federal workers, yeah,
Oh, okay.
they got to come back to work.
That's crazy.
There are some companies, and I know here at the state of Oklahoma, then they've cut it out too. But the problem is that the state of Oklahoma, the governor said, well, y'all got to come back in the office, and then the lawsuits start flying, and the lawsuit saying that no, they don't have to come back to work. So it's getting interesting.
I'm gonna say my comments.
Well then, you know what might happen at that point, Lynette? Like I say, you know, you're a lawyer. I work for a law firm. I work for legal aid in North Carolina for 22 years.
Oh, okay. I was a legal aid lawyer.
Were you? Okay. And then now I work for Disability Rights North Carolina. But you know, one of the things, you know, that employers can go back and do, and then, you know, classify you as a, you know, an office-based employee, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then write the policy such that, you know, office-based employees have to be in the office.
Mm-hmm.
Thus negating the fact that, you know, well, we told you to come back to work, you didn't come back to work, then they said they fired you for poor, you know.
For abandonment.
Uh-huh. Okay, now I can't find the stones.
In Texas, it's a right to work state. So.
And North Carolina, right to work, right to hire, right to fire. Yes.
That's Vegas too.
Most states are, and I'm from Michigan, and Michigan was one of the biggest union states here. And when Michigan became a right to work state, I cried. And I wasn't even living in the state at the time. It was just, they got a Republican governor in there once, and he turned it into a right to work state.
Wow.
What was in Michigan where they had the big teacher thing too? Where they didn't go to work, they went on strike.
Probably so. Look, probably so.
And that's probably why they're like, nope.
Between that and the big 3, I think it was because of a auto worker strike.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so pretty.
You like it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness. It looks like a
I love that silver.
It's jonquil.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
It's jonquil.
You know, I get that color and what is it? Labrador? What is this?
Crystal Labrador, the silver.
Yes, I be doing lives and I be saying I'm using John Quill and it's
Like y'all speaking of
Labrador.
Well, I think you you may have created a monster or two.
I'm telling you.
I mean, I really do like. I'm like, if this wasn't that bad, and I'm getting faster with my rows, like Lynette said. And so maybe the next time I do it, it might take me a while before I get to an hour, but I might could do the next one within 2 hours.
Oh no, this gonna take 5 for me.
Mars.
It is not gonna take 5.
Are you
Yes,
we can't even see yours.
What row are you on? Because that can't be right. Because you figure like this: we've been on since 7, but we did a lot of talking, right?
Yeah.
We weren't really focused on doing our pin. So we backtracked. Let's just say we've been working on our pins for about 2 hours, right? If I were to stop talking and really focus on doing this pin, I'm on row. Let me see. Let me make sure now. I'm on row 34.
I'm on 30.
You'd have been almost finished.
With less than an hour, I'll be done.
I think I'm on 30. I can't really see, but I'm on some row.
You on some row.
It's not hard to count the rows, is it?
Oh, wait a minute.
What it is my light in my place is not as bright. So, and I'm already blind and don't have on my glasses. So the blacks and blues are coming together.
Gotcha.
I will share with you if you go to Walmart and you get this colored pack of pens, the ink inside the colored pen is the color of the pen.
Is it?
Because I was looking for my other pen, I couldn't find it, so I wanted to mark off my row. So I used I pulled up the pen, and when I pulled the little ball cap off and wrote with it, it was like a brown, like a goldish color.
Wow.
Pen.
Yeah, those are colored pens. I know I have those pens because I use them for my my planner and journaling.
So that was something to be mindful of if you're gonna use these and your customer thought they were getting a black pen.
Yeah, just get the regular ones that write black.
Yeah, that's why I use black pens, because most people. Now I'm a blue pen girl, so I have the blue ink joys, and I'll just do different blue designs with it.
I think I'm on 29.
But I also buy the Maker Flow.
Yeah.
And then I buy the Maker Flow blue refills.
So I have
how much are the refills?
I have 21 rows to go.
$6.95 for 24.
No, that's not bad.
How much did you say? I'm sorry, I was talking.
$6.95 for 24 refills.
That's not bad.
And then because I know a lot of my sorority sisters are like me and partial to blue, then I'll give them
That's why
I'll give them a blue refill and a black.
I'm about to make that crayon sign silver or something.
Why did you run out of
I told you that black on black is not.
This black is like what? Oh, cannot see. Yeah, I'm on row. Now I'm on row 30. So
see, that's where the benefit, I guess, of having the colored gel pen comes in, right? Because it's not black.
Right.
So when you started yours, you started at the bottom where the writing pen part. You started that.
Right. Because that's going to be your flat part.
I don't know what end I started at. Oh, I did. I started on that end.
Now, the advantage of the Maker Flow too is that with that barrel, because it's, you know, flat edged at both ends, then it doesn't make a difference. The top and the bottom is gonna be whichever one you make the top or the bottom.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna have to order my little stuff here.
I will get faster with time.
You will.
Yep. Yep, then we'll all be getting on here and be like, Tanya, let's just have a Zoom. We're gonna do a pin. Everybody's gonna be like, well, hour later, be like, bye ladies, I'm done.
Tanya, your Zooms don't never be that.
That is on her third pin by now, I'm sure.
No, they don't, but I'm not complaining. Are you complaining?
Good fellowship.
No,
It's a good fellowship.
It's
I
just,
found my tribe.
that's right. We just get together and just, you know, lucky I didn't pull
Now
out
your
the
people.
one.
Yeah.
Now
People
I
be
understand.
like, you're
what
Martha Stewart. I'm like,
I know. I hate I
just
didn't
have to
get
occupy
on
my
Sunday.
mind, and this is a good way to do so.
I hate I didn't get on Sunday so I could see these plates.
Ah, well, okay.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Let me see. I'll show you on my plate. Hold on a minute. I was gonna post it. I'm gonna put it up on my YouTube channel. I had Stacy came on and she sat with me through my plate making thing, but I did it. I didn't finish. Well, I did quite finish it. So here was my. Let me see if I can.
Oh.
Get that camera.
Oh, okay.
Oh, how did you make that?
That's a charger?
It's a charger plate with a round placemat, some faux flowers. I put some rhinestones in here to accent the jewelry and some permanent vinyl. So she kind of got like a flowered hat on, and it sits on my
Cute,
plant.
Tanya.
You did a good job.
That was what you guys did in the Zoom?
Yeah, that's what we were supposed to do that day. Everybody said they were gonna come join me, and only Stacy showed up.
You know what? I don't know why, but it's random that I get notifications. That's crazy. I don't know how I just happened to, because I usually come to stuff, but I haven't really been noticing any notifications.
You got them turned on.
I do. I got this one. Because remember, when I saw it, I said, girl, now you got to tell me what time, because I missed it because I'm on Vegas time.
Vegas time, yeah.
I always do that. And then when you told me, I was like, okay, cool, I'll be there.
Well, Ada's we're gonna be doing, when Ada did her mugs, she talked up to the folk that was on that one to go out and buy 5 mugs from the Dollar Tree. You can do mugs for Mother's Day.
Oh, yeah.
Girl, let me show you this.
I need to watch that because I saw she recorded it and it was in a group.
Look at this one.
Oh, yeah. See, yeah.
Oh, yes.
What she did was she glittered her handles. She painted her handles and then glittered them. So, if you want to go back in the group, it's in the bulk order group, not the and watch her. Well, no, because she didn't do that part on camera.
This one was supposed to be a vinyl outline, but the way they sent the little thing and it just tore apart, so I sublimated her picture on.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the first one I ever did. I was like, I got them 15 ounce sublimation cups just sitting in there.
Yeah, I do, and I have some.
I'm gonna do my first cup Rhinestone. I have it down a cup, and I received a heat press for a cup
Oh,
for
okay.
Christmas. So
Yep. You got a tumbler press?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I got one of those still in the box.
Mine is too.
It was $30-something on Amazon on a flash sale. I couldn't pass it up. I'm like,
Yeah, that's a good deal. I
for
got mine for Christmas, so it was free.
a little 20-ounce, 20. I think it's the 20 the 20 slims.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
But it's because it's a sublimation, but I don't do sublimation. So,
Oh,
but Miss Karen that was in the earlier in the group on the Zoom, she has a sublimation printer. She offered to print.
Print.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there are people who do
print.
who will do the printing, and then all you have to do is press.
See, that was one of the things that I really, like I said, I really wanted to focus my group to be on, was that we network as, fellow crafters, and, where one person fell short somewhere, somebody else could pick up the slack and make it a win-win. I'm not saying you do it for free, but, you don't have a sublimation printer, but if somebody else has access to it and would be willing to print prints for you, and you bought them and send them, and they send them to you, then you get what you need, and they get a few dollars, and and everybody wins is happy.
Yeah.
I had a big order like that, because you remember I was talking about my sublimation printer, and I didn't think it was going to work because I had it and I never really used it.
Mm-hmm.
It ended up being just fine, right?
Which
But
printer do you have?
I had a big order, and I was like, oh my God. And this girl, she did I think it was 40 of them, and I did 60 of them, but it wouldn't have been no way I would have got them out, because it was for a group that they had here. It was a big bingo deal they had at South Point, and whoever their person was that did their stuff was sick or something. So then they were like, oh, Queenie, don't you? I was like, oh, sure. And then when they said how many, I was like, oh, said I did
What printer
some,
do
but
you have?
woo, huh?
Which printer do you have?
I have the Sawgrass 1000.
Do you like your Sawgrass? Because I was in the Sawgrass group and saw so many people gripe about it that I was like, no, I'll just go ahead and convert an Epson right now.
To be honest with you, I bought it because of the tray, the add-on tray, and the size of the print. At the time when I bought it, I was just buying stuff. I wasn't even doing crafting. I was just collecting stuff to get ready to do it, right? So mine sat for a year. I think I might have printed like maybe 2 or 3 things, and it sat for a year. So I was worried that it was going to be clogged, and they were saying all of these things, but the way mine was it was still on. So it did the maintenance.
Okay.
It did the maintenance. So all it did was run out of ink.
Yeah.
So all I did was replace the overflow tank and the ink. And girl, I printed. I was like, oh my God. The first thing I printed, just a test print, I printed this.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So
the converted Epson is gonna be a pain in your ass. I'm gonna tell you right now.
I converted my Epson.
If you don't run
a smaller Epson.
If you don't run it.
So what I did, and that was the advantage of, that's another plus to Jennifer Maker's Advantage group. She has where you can subscribe to get an email every week to your Epson printer. And it will print. The funny thing is, my sub printer wasn't the one that clogged. I could, well, no, my sub printer did clog, but it was an easy fix. The one I had the problem with was my regular Epson printer.
Oh.
I had to do. I kept printing bleed sheets and nothing was working, and so I had to do a little extra to get it to work, and I ended up running out of black ink trying to get it fixed because my yellow ink and my blue ink had clogged.
But you did a print head cleaning?
I did a print head clean.
Yeah.
And so but it worked.
Yeah.
That takes a lot of ink too.
It does.
Yeah.
Doing it, huh?
I had to, like, after I did the print head clean, I had to go and buy some ink. So, and so after you get all of your stones on, then you put your pen back together.
Are you finished?
She did 3.
I'm messing with you.
You not finished?
You ain't doing no 3 pens though, right?
No, just did one.
That's me. Yeah,
It came out beautiful. It looks nice.
See? Oh man, look at that.
Look like a real Crayola.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I'm gonna do one, and then when I pull it out of my purse, I'm gonna be like, she writing with a crayon. What you gonna sign with the
If
crayon?
this turns out well, I'll give them to my principals.
Here you go. They are nice teacher appreciation gifts.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, whoa. Something not right here. 1, 2, 3.
That depend on if I like the principals. May just be their teachers.
Okay. Yep.
I now see why that pencil came. I kept wondering why you had that pencil on the list of supplies you needed. I'm like, is she talking about the wax pencil? But now I see. You run so to the bottom, you start running out of room to hold your
Yep, that is why.
So, Miss Pruitt, did you get an embroidery machine?
Oh.
I thought I saw where you got an embroidery machine again.
Yeah, I got one over there. I got a Baby Lock Alliance.
And how many
I want
needles?
to be like y'all when I grow up.
What'd you say,
How
Queenie?
many needles is that?
It's just a single needle.
What's the largest hoop size?
8 by 8, I think.
Oh, okay.
Hold your pen up again. Now that you're finished on that, it's beautiful. Oh, that's so pretty.
Oh, crap. Get off.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm gonna do mine in red.
Like this one?
Okay, where am I at?
That's my red one.
Okay, here I go.
I like yours. Yours is red. That's me. That's bling right there.
Yes.
That's bling right there. I might have to do that Labrador. Or either, you know what? Or citrine. Citrine would be pretty too.
Citrine would be pretty.
Citrine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did all of the primary colors. So I did this one. Oh, actually, this one might be the real purple. That is the real purple. Because I did this one, I started out doing it with amethyst, and because it was on the black pen, it didn't pop like purple. So I got the violet and that made it do what I wanted it to do.
You put a violet pen underneath it?
So this is violet stones.
Oh, okay.
So when I
So
got the violet stones,
there's
don't do
two
it with
colors
amethyst.
that won't pop on the black?
Yeah.
The darker colors, huh?
Yep. Amethyst is one of those colors that it just does not do.
Tanzanite might have worked.
Yeah.
But the flatback colors are sometimes a little bit darker than the hot fix colors.
Yes. I found that sometimes there's a variation.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Is that green? Was that emerald?
Yes. So emerald, sapphire, violet, citrine, hyacinth, and cyan.
Can you hold them up a little bit higher? I can't find your second screen to see those.
I think that
Put it up closer
candy
to you.
apple red would be pretty. I don't know if they
Oh
got
yeah, that red is
that.
pretty.
So this is medium cyan. And I do have light cyan, so it would really pop, I think, with the lighter cyan.
I was gonna say light.
Which is like a shade lighter, but I think I got these in the bling box. So she gave me the stones to go with it. So then the hyacinth. The citrine.
Girl, look at you. Now
Emerald.
you need to go sell them. But you know what? You can put that in a crayon. You know how they do the boxes and they have all the colors of crayons?
So when
my God.
When I did actually I was vending at a Delta event and I had the blue and I had the red. And I hadn't done the other colors yet. Those were the two that I had done. And I sold those on top of the Delta pens. I sold those two. So they are popular.
How many pens do you take to your events when you're doing them?
I don't do very many. So I don't do very many events. I haven't done any. Last year was my first dip back in the pool for a while.
There we go.
I did a Christmas craft bazaar. And then I did some sorority things. So it just depends on how many I can get made. So I try and make as many as I can, and I take what I have and hope for the best.
When you sell them, how are you packaging them?
So the maker flows, that's where I like the maker flows the best. Because the maker flows come with packaging.
Oh.
Hold on just a second.
Okay, you just saw. Let me go and push the buy button.
I was gonna say, Queen said, "Oh, now that extra $12.95 shipping makes sense."
I don't care, and they ain't giving me no digital. I put the code in. They said discount code cannot be used on this purchase.
Oh Lord,
it's all good, girl. Please, you know me. But that's encouraging right there. And you sell flatbacks too?
Of course.
You know, a lot of people that sell hot fix don't sell flatback. That's good.
And vice versa. Okay, so your maker flow pen comes in a package like this.
Right.
So
each one comes in that packaging.
So you'll have a blank pen, you'll have a refill, and then you have the packaging. And so when you sell it, just put it in there.
Oh, so you sell it with a refill in it. Okay. You just take the blank out and put the finish. Okay.
Yep.
And you said you sell it for $20?
My maker flows, I sell for 25. Since they had an extra refill, I sell for 25. If I were going to just sell the chamber, then I think I would still sell the chamber for 20 because that's the work.
Right.
And I got enough extra refills. I might throw an extra refill with the new chamber, just because I happen to have a lot of extra black ones anyway, because I prefer blue personally. So I can just give them an extra refill, and people appreciate that.
So how much does it cost to buy one pen that you're gonna sell for $20 or $25?
You getting them in bulk, so you getting like 72.
I'm getting
right?
I'm paying I think $1.20 a pen.
Yeah.
Wow, good.
$1.50 at best.
Yeah.
And the rhinestones, it's not taking that many. The rhinestones probably don't even add up to what, $2 or $3?
Yeah, because you're not using very many rhinestones. What is that? 12 times 50, that's 600 stones. That's not even 10 gross. That's not even 5 gross.
And flatbacks aren't as expensive as regular hotfix.
Not at all.
Well,
And
that's not true. It depends on what size. The 10s are cheaper.
Right.
You go up in size, the larger the flatback, the more expensive they are.
Right.
Okay.
The 10s can be fairly cheap.
10s are very, very reasonable. And I buy them in bulk. So I might pay $6 for 100 gross.
What? Girl.
For SS10s flatbacks, yeah.
That's
bad.
Well, come up.
Look, that was pre-tariff. I don't know. I haven't talked to my supplier. I don't even want to think about what they're getting ready to tell me, because on the 4th, and the tariffs are getting ready to go into effect.
Oh, really?
They already hit you, because I was on Alibaba or Alibibi, whatever it's called, and they was talking about $112 for shipping on a $30 purchase. I said, what? Wait a minute now.
Wow.
Yeah, the tariffs are getting ready to go into effect, and so
that means everything we do got to go up.
Everything.
Is it going to be expensive to get it, and is it going to be harder to get it here?
Mm-hmm. Well, and even when we think about like those who are in Canada, the suppliers in Canada, they're going to have tariffs too.
Yep.
So we can't even, kind of go around China and, get from the Canadians who don't have to pay that tariff. We're going to have to pay tariffs to the Canadians, and they're getting ready to double the tariff to Canada and Mexico.
Well, then my hotfix without the glue on the back gonna be worth money.
Well, the other thing that we're going to have to remember is that the de minimis exception rule is as soon as they can figure out, get the infrastructure in place at customs to assess those duty fees, they're going to do away with the $800 exception amount for your value that comes for imported good, and you're going to have to pay another duty on top of that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Just like Canada pays for packages that come over from here, they have to pay the duty fee when it gets.
Oh Lord, what did we do?
We're gonna be in the same boat.
What did we do? What did they do?
Yeah, what I did, that's for sure. Because I voted.
Like I had to change it. What did they do?
What did they do?
Yeah, I voted for the one that looked like me.
I know that's right. I was like, I don't even see how that. I can't even wrap my head around that shit. Y'all, oh my God. Oh my God, we got a felon running the country.
Well, now you got to make a Tesla run in the country.
You say Tesla?
Yes,
Girl,
ma'am.
shut up. Damn.
We got an automaker running the country.
Mm.
And his son telling the
President, he don't know what
to shut up.
Hmm.
You don't know what he's talking about.
Shut the F up.
Yeah.
The son told the dad that?
That's what
No,
Elon
he
Musk's
told Donald
4-year-old
Trump
son
that.
told President Trump, shut in.
Oh.
In the Oval Office, no less. Okay, I'm on my last black row. Oh, wait a minute, yeah. Well, not the last black row, but you know, to making the
Let me make sure I saved that file. I couldn't print it, so I saved it to my desktop. Because I got to go in there and mess with my printer, see what's really going on here. Crap on Canva.
I think you're muted, Lynette.
There it is. I got it. Yep. Can I print it now? There it is. Print.
Here we go. Yeah, I have my Epson printer. It clogs, but I also have a Canon. I have the Canon craft printer. And so I don't have problems with my Canon craft printer like that.
What's the largest size you print though?
12 by 12.
Okay.
I print 12 by 12 because I will print I'll print cardstock. I'll print pattern cardstock for a project. I got enough paper that I could probably open up my own scrapbook shop.
Wow.
Oh, talk about paper.
Ooh.
Mike, is it?
Oh, yeah.
This printer, I'm gonna have to play with it.
Oh, getting hungry.
So I make some.
So you can just take the food out and
Are you talking about printers? I gotta figure out why this equal tank ain't printing.
the clock.
I don't know. It wouldn't print this when I tried to print this this info for this project. I noticed it wasn't, so I'm just gonna run some.
Oh, you mean it just won't? It just wouldn't send. It just
It wouldn't.
It just wouldn't.
Period.
Oh, mine does that from time to time. Like it's like it loses its connection or something.
Connection. So I'm just recycling it, doing the print head, testing the print, the thing, line, all that stuff. So it's equal tank. So usually, and I don't print very often on that one. So it's probably just being stubborn, need to flow, push some stuff through it.
Yeah, that's why I get the emails from Jennifer Maker every week.
That's
So
a good
something
idea though.
so
Just
something to print.
automatically print something.
Yep. And then I'll go and flip the paper over and stick it back in the printer. So it print on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
$38.
Don't get as close to a crayon look as it.
You working it out, Margie?
Yeah, it gonna be a crayon, okay?
It's gonna look as close to a crayon as it could possibly look.
See, I be talking to myself too.
Till you give it to a little 3-year-old to be able to say, what kind of crayon is that? Be like, go sit your little ass down somewhere. Ain't nobody talking to you. It's my crayon.
Somebody
Don't let no little person see it, because they'll give you a reality check.
Ain't that the truth? That's why I said they
I'm
be
gonna
like,
get on one back. Say your numbers. Say your alphabet without singing. What is your name? And it better not be Lil Jun Jun.
Spell your name.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes.
Oh.
My picture gonna come a week later, just letting y'all know.
You going halfway there.
This is one of my little projects, and this, I don't know, this is where they sublimated it on let me see if I can bring this over here and make it bigger.
Okay, gonna do this.
Where they sublimated it, you sublimated it on the tumbler and then put the rhinestones on there.
Yeah. That's where I was saying.
I just don't feel like they're lining up correctly.
Right.
You know, so like the rhinestones are smaller than the circles.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
if you look at them, it's like the I don't know nothing about this. It's like the rhinestones are smaller than the circles.
It looks like those are closer to SS20 circles, and you got SS16 rhinestones.
These are SS20 rhinestones.
Oh, if those are 20, then that circle, those circles are what they probably did was they just took the pattern and they enlarged it to fit the cup.
Yep. And it stretched the circle.
And it stretched the circles. Yep.
And had the nerve to sell it in a box. I'm so done. Oh, and then
that's why
way too big and everything. And then this is 3 colors of rhinestones, right? Only 2 colors came in the box. It's supposed to be everything it took to make this, and it wasn't. Yeah. So
they didn't give you a chart either.
No, they sent the actual printout. And it was so big, I had to cut it off the top. I had to cut it off the bottom. And then I'm not good with this. You could even see the seam down the side. But I said, you know, well, I don't think I'm gonna finish it. I started it. I don't think I'm gonna finish it because I think it's just a waste of rhinestones. It's not gonna come out right.
What's the next 20? Then is what is it 30?
Yeah,
So you
30
maybe
is too big. 30 is
I
too big
know.
for a tumbler.
Hmm.
So that makes sense what you said. They took the pattern, but they
Yeah,
said that they made this pattern, but they took
nah,
the
they
pattern.
lied.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they took the pattern and enlarged it to fit the cup, just straight.
Yeah, because these on this tumbler, these are 20s.
Yeah, well, you could tell it's still a whole
And that,
lot
yeah,
of
that's a
room.
lot. That's a lot of,
It's a whole lot of room left
yeah,
there. Look at there.
yeah, yeah.
A whole lot of room. I was like, well, it'll fill in and it won't, but
No, you
Yes,
got
it
enough that you could probably, if you move those stones together, you could probably at least fit 2 or 3 more stones in that row.
I ain't doing it. I'm gonna stop right there.
So
Something else.
so take Jennifer Maker can tell you how to burn off a pattern on a sublimated tumbler. Or what I have done is I've taken a tumbler and that was a oopsie, and I just blinged over it.
Did you?
Yep. I just blinged over it. And the tumbler that I had, the background was black, and I did a black and rainbow.
Can you take rhinestones off?
Yes.
So I can take the
Alcohol.
rhinestones off of here?
Alcohol.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say either that, maybe some VLR like you use on vinyl.
I know that alcohol will do it. Some people will use, you have to be careful because that's a cup. And you up at the top. So I wouldn't recommend acetone.
Right. No.
And
I was
then
gonna use it to practice on.
what kind of adhesive did you use?
The one where you put it under this ray, this light.
Oh, you use UV resin. Oh,
Use UV resin.
she used UV resin. I don't know if alcohol is gonna work with UV resin.
Girls, because I tell you, as soon as you hit it with that light, it's
It's cured.
Yeah. It's
Acetone
cured.
works. Acetone
Yeah.
works for
Oh,
UV
you know what you
resin,
can do with
but
UV resin? You
using that
gotta
cup.
light it up and then use a scoring to get it off. You gotta heat it up.
Okay.
Because like some
You
people
can do
that do
that too.
pens that use the UV resin and it has like ends they need to cut off or cut off something, they heat it up with a lighter to make it hot and then they cut it.
Okay.
So that may help.
It's a process.
Yeah.
That's okay. It's
I
all
want
good.
to now with UV resin, what I want to do is like there are people who do glitter bottoms for their tumblers.
Yes.
And I want to glitter bottom my tumblers, but I do not want to mess with epoxy. So I don't want to do 2-part. And so I asked if I can do it with UV resin, and she said yes. You just have to make sure that the light gets to because they usually have a tag that they put at the bottom too.
Okay,
so you want to make sure
this
that
says
tag.
what is 5 mm? What size rhinestones is that?
20.
Yeah.
SS20 is 5 millimeters.
Okay, so this is bigger than SS20. It is, yeah, that's crazy. And I didn't know they used this bigger stone on tumblers. I thought they used SS10s on tumblers too.
If you want to use an SS10,
you're gonna be tumbling all day.
You're gonna be tumbling for a while. And how I know is that I have a tumbler.
Well, thank you very much, y'all, because I ain't trying to tumble for. I ain't trying to.
Do you see how much I'm penning with these 10
I
minutes?
have a tumbler that I need to do with SS10s, and I haven't started it. It's a Disney Villains tumbler, and I know it's gonna be bad once I get it done. But I have to get it started first. And thinking about what I use for these little ink pens is
That's
getting
what
ready
I'm
to go on the
saying.
tumbler.
Because this pen is penny, and it's look.
Somebody
Oh,
just
no,
posted one of those villain tumblers, and it looked like it had really small stones. In one of the groups, I think it was today. Well, I saw it today.
Yeah, was it with
Was it
the black and the crystal?
the black and silver, like
Yeah,
crystal or whatever?
yeah.
Oh
The
my
one
God,
I
it was
have,
beautiful.
they're actually in color.
Oh,
So just know that, yeah, that's gonna be one that I work on a little bit at a time. It might
and
take me
it's
a
all
year to get it
SS10s.
done.
It's all SS10s.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
But the funny thing is, I'm more comfortable, I'll say, doing that than I am like when she was saying to print the color pages and put it on your tumbler, and outlining that. I'm more comfortable with this is the pattern that I need to follow, and do it that way than I am with
Right.
I'm gonna outline and then I'm gonna fill in with this color and this
And
color
like
and this color.
freestyling yourself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Freestyling.
I haven't quite gotten to being comfortable like that.
Right, right.
So
But I see some gorgeous works.
The
and I
best
like
way to do it is
those.
just to go by the pattern like you're doing this pen. That's the best way to do the tumbler.
Yeah, that's the easiest thing for me is to
Better
follow
than
the pattern.
sublimating it and just color putting it in the sublimate.
Yeah, even when I get bling boxes and they give me the option to either have the pattern subbed on it or to have it blank. After my first tumbler where it was subbed on there, somewhere in there I got lost and it started getting kind of wonky, and it's because the rhinestones, they can vary in size, whether they're resin or glass. They can vary, and so that variance just a little bit, if it keeps adding up, then it starts making things a little wonky. So it did. Now the person I gave the tumbler to, she thinks it's absolutely gorgeous and probably doesn't see all the mistakes that I see. But I said, okay, from now on, even if it's subbed on the tumbler, I'm going to still follow the pattern. And that's what I do. Where's that tumbler?
The other thing,
I just finished one.
The other thing too, Queenie, you might want to do, like I said, is did they send you the stones? Or did you have
girl?
Don't remind me of this.
Don't even get me started. So it took 2 months for me to get the box. When I got the box, everything that was supposed to be in the box was not in the box. The the rhinestones was supposed to be 3 different colors, and it was only 2 colors. It was all bad.
So this one, the pattern was subbed onto the tumbler. But I followed the chart anyway. And and so
girl,
in their
workplaces, oh my God,
it was different, but
I like that.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
It turned out, I love it.
So
That's
I'm
the
like
only
your
kind of
son.
snowflake.
What you
Look, that's the only kind of snowflake I want.
Right.
I'm like your son. What you doing? Just collect them, make them, and collect them. And look at her put
This,
it back in the little plastic and stuff.
yeah, this one's going. This is the one that's gonna go for. Look, this will go for sale.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this one will go for sale. I think the only reason, let's see, the only reason this one will not go in my personal stash right now is because I'm not going to New Orleans next week. But when I do,
Oh, Mardi Gras, huh? What is that? No, that's the
That's beautiful. Yeah. That's Mardi Gras. That's beautiful.
yeah. So I had that, and then I had the matching look in the matching pen.
The
girl,
matching
get
pen.
out of
Yeah.
here.
So I will look now. If I next year, if I decide I'm going to Mardi Gras, then.
So did you have somebody design the pattern for that pen to match that? Or you found it?
I found it online.
Okay.
Yeah, I found the fleur-de-lis online, and maybe paid $2 for the pattern.
That ain't bad.
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna find me
I
something.
try not to pay more than $2 or $3 for a pen pattern because I'm like, pens aren't that big. So I try not to pay more than $2 or $3 for a pen pattern.
Okay, ladies, I'm getting ready to shut it down for the night. It was so wonderful working with
Let's
you
see your
all.
pen.
She didn't work
Oh,
on
I
one.
didn't make a pen tonight. I've
I
been
did.
sick and I just didn't have the energy. I did not.
Okay.
But I will
But you're
make
gonna make
finished.
one and you're gonna post it up, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
I finished.
Okay.
Whoop, whoop.
Oh, let's see right quick.
Don't laugh at it now. Okay.
She ain't showing it. Where's that? Oh, there she go.
Yeah, I finished.
You sure did.
Oh, I'm proud. One step for mankind.
See, and it didn't take you a month.
Well, you the one that's talking
Even a
about you
week.
started it off wrong.
Uh-huh.
No, that
Oh,
was
okay.
Lavanya.
Okay.
Nah, this is the one I gotta scrub. I gotta scrub. I gotta do some scrubbing.
And she said just take a nail brush with some
Yeah.
Dawn liquid detergent, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm not quite there, but I'm almost there.
Okay. Yep. You getting there. You almost there.
Yep.
I think I'm off on my rows though. I think I might have did too many
I did too. I did too
Crayola
many
part.
black. I think I did one too many black rows.
Because because I'm looking at this and I'm like, I'm supposed to be like on row between row 38, 35.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like, okay, so then 12 black, 12 main color, 12 black. I don't know, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I
can
was
do
right with
some. So what I did was I did a little adjusting, and you can do some adjusting. So you might do one less row of the main color just to make sure that you get the top of that crayon with the black, the main color and the black. And then if you have 2, maybe 3 rows up at the top, it'll still come out okay.
Oh,
Right.
okay. Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, I feel like I'm getting like an extra stone or something in my honeycomb. Like I don't know. I feel like I'm off, but my eyes are spinning right now. So I'm just trying.
Yeah.
And I'm almost at the end, it's like, I just want to get done.
Is the resin, the resin, the one I'm using with the light, is that not good to use on the cups, or that's okay?
I would not use resin. I would just use a regular adhesive. I would just use
I have the regular liquid fusion. I got all that stuff.
Yeah, I would use liquid fusion. That will do you a lot better. The UV resin, you're gonna make sure it stay. But if you make a mistake, you don't have any grace.
I
So
know, because once it's stuck like chuck,
right.
man.
Yes, yes.
And
So
if it, I had one that like I had it in place, and I looked back and it had like dropped. Like, okay,
yeah, so you want to be able to fix your, scooch things around if you need to scooch them, and and that. So you want some cure time.
okay. So I'm
Now
done with this.
I want to do a top for my tumbler. Like with the ice, and I have some
Ooh,
scoops. Um and so I would use UV resin to do that, and to do the top. And I think it would work good if you can get the light to cure underneath, like underneath a magnet, to be able to hold it. Then that
I
would be
have
good.
nail thing, the little dome.
Yeah, mine is little. Mine is
Yeah,
just a
no, mine is
little.
like the ones you put your hand under when you get your nails done. And what
Yeah.
I do is I slide it under there, but I put 2 books on
Uh-huh.
each side of it to hold it up so that it gets the full thing. But this is
Okay.
like this little light, child, this little light work wonders.
Okay.
But I'm gonna use I'm gonna order
Yeah,
my
it's the
stuff
one
and then
from
I'll
like the
use it.
nail salon.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. But the one
Have
that
that.
I was doing, this one right here, this isn't UV resin. This is the fusion. This is this is liquid fusion on here.
Yeah.
So
That's what I have in my.
that's
I
what
think
I'll
that's what
do.
I have in this bottle. Either that or Aleene's I have in this bottle. But I have multiple precision bottles that I have, and they all
Yeah, I
have.
ordered some and they sent me the wrong size. And when I told them they sent me the wrong size, they told me to keep them and sent me some more.
No.
So I got the little ones, and then I
Yeah.
got because I get the little bottle like this.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the size I like.
But
I
they
have
sent,
some coming from Blingo and the Chaos. I'm gonna see how those are. Um, that aren't so hard on the hands and don't clog up as easily. So I'll
what's
see how those are, but
this
they're
one?
not coming till sometime next month.
Oh, okay.
Cause I ordered them with something else. I ordered them with something else that I know isn't coming till next month. I did a pre-order, and I just said you can throw it in the box with the other one. I'm not in a hurry. So, but yes. Well, it has been great. I look forward
I
to
thank
seeing
you.
your
I got
pictures.
it right on team.
Don't forget our links to different stuff so we can go find all the stuff like you so we can be like you.
All right. I sure am. I'm gonna
It
go
was
Yeah,
and get
because
some
nice
you were
meeting
saying
Rhinestones
so
and
much,
try
I
each
couldn't
everybody.
keep
one.
up. I was like,
Yes,
okay.
this
All
was great.
righty.
Thank you so much for
Yes,
everybody for
Thank
Thanks
thank
for
you.
the
you.
participating. Yes.
invite. Yes,
Thank
it
you.
was a ball.
My
With
first crafting event with you guys.
All right.
Oh,
first of
you want me
many,
to laugh?
hopefully the first of many.
Yes, yes, I
Exactly.
love
All
crafting.
right. Good night,
Okay.
ladies.
Good
Good night.
night.
All right. Good night.
Good night.
Oh, let's see. Good night. Oh, dang.